off this album.
Hey, way too early. I mean, you do one shift on Casey, and then you just forget what's going on here.
I know. Hey, by the way, I'm still on this show. There was some confusion yesterday.
You are?
Yeah, people are like, wait a minute.
We just hired someone. This is going to be awkward.
No, you're doing both.
I'm doing both. It's fine. Back to you.
Yeah, yesterday was your first shift back at Casey doing middays.
Yeah.
So you walk, ready for this?
Right.
So you walk out of the studio, 10:05-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And then you walk maybe 20 feet.
Yep.
20 feet is at...
West.
20 feet west to the Casey studio. Hang a left.
You're there.
And you're there. There's a microphone waiting for you.
It was fun.
Still all hot and warm from AD.
Mm-hmm. There were about 5,000 chairs in there, and I have a specific Casey chair that's a chair that's broken that doesn't have a back that I essentially just mount, and that's
what.
And so the engineering
you
guys,
mount the chair.
Engineering guys.
Most people sit in their chairs. She mounts her.
No,
chair.
I'm like wide-legged on it, and I saddle up.
Are you lady spreading?
Yeah, big time man spread.
AC Slater style.
Yes.
All right.
Only there's no back, and so. What's funny is engineer, whenever we announced I was coming back to Casey, they're like, you want your chair back there? Because somebody had thrown it in like one of the podcast studios, and the engineering guys had kept it for me.
Oh,
and so that lives
very sweet.
Back in the studio. It's fun.
Was there any pomp and circumstance? Any balloons? Any?
AD walked in like a proud father and took a photo of me like a father and then posted that on his socials.
Oh, that's nice.
Very sweet of him. Yes.
I ran into the studio at 10:30 because Van Halen's Jump was on, and I assumed that was like the bat signal for me to come help with something.
Yes.
She wasn't even in there.
I know. I was doing something else.
I was like, oh, someone needs me.
Yes.
I love that you ran in. I hope you do that every time you're here.
Is everything okay?
Yeah.
I'll tell you all about it. All right.
Anytime I hear,
That's
thank
how I'll
you.
summon Rafe.
Anytime I hear Jump, I assume I'm being summoned to whatever studio's playing it.
I love that.
Danger. Played Jump.
Someone needs my
Rafe's
help.
on it. No sheet cake, nothing, huh?
Nah, just actually every boss came in. Our boss, Tommy, Marty Link, who's the program director of Casey, and then John Kioski, our GM, all stopped by.
Whoa.
And said good things.
Oh, visits from all the bosses,
Oh, yeah.
including
Right.
the big boss. Well, that's tight.
It was pretty tight, you guys.
All right, well, welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Good to have you here.
Yeah.
So as you were playing Jump from Van Halen, Moon's in the urinal or the bathroom.
Yeah.
What happened to you?
Silent up.
Right next to me.
Yep. Well, I was working on the podcast and doing my thing. And I was like, man, I gotta do it here. I gotta do it here. So I was, something that you usually try to do at home. But I went in there and I passed the urinals. And as I passed the urinals, you just kind of.
Oh, okay. So you
See what's
weren't
happening.
at. Okay, you weren't at. That's right. You're a sit down to pee guy.
I'm a sit to pee guy if I can, But this was this is later in the day. I've had my grape nuts and my banana. And
Oh, okay. So this is a BM. Okay.
Yeah,
It's BM
it's
time.
time.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know we were going there, but yeah, we're being honest here and telling.
I'm trying to paint the picture.
Okay.
I thought you were at the urinal when this
No,
happened.
All right. Set
All
the
right.
scene.
I passed it, and I got full view of 2 empty urinals and then one being used.
Mm-hmm.
And the one being used was used by a gentleman holding it with his left hand,
Okay.
holding his phone with his right hand.
Oh, so he was multitasking.
Ambidextrous.
And I got to say, it bothered me. So when I sat down,
He was on Piss Talk.
I immediately texted you guys. Hey, what are our thoughts about guys using their phone at the urinal?
Yeah, what's the difference between that? We're at a urinal with one hand on our phone.
Too
We're
much
at the
could go
toilet.
wrong.
Oh, because I'm blocking. My whole
Okay.
body's blocking any splashback. It's the splashback. A public urinal. Listen,
Hey.
you want to do that at your home toilet and where there's some distance and maybe, whatever, there's, I don't know, maybe an excuse for that. But at a public urinal, dude, where there's there is splashback, period. It doesn't matter how many of those little things they got in the bottom or any of that.
Is that what the cake's for?
Well, no, the cake's for the odor.
Cake's for the odor
those
and
little
for aim.
those little plastic and rubber things. That's to break up the the stream.
I don't know what all that is. The plastic
Well,
rubber
the
things.
cake is in there for odor.
Okay. There's a plastic rubber thing?
Yeah,
Well,
there's usually-
sometimes.
yeah, some sort of like a like a dissipator.
Splash guard.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter. You're going to get there's a little bit of splashback. It's something you just kind of resign to. You know what I mean?
But you're standing up, so I would figure the mileage between where the phone in the hand is to where the stream is.
Oh, no, I'm not worried
miles.
about I wouldn't be worried about splashback.
I'm worried about everything. And if you fumble,
That's what I'm worried
Game
about.
Game over.
a total game over. Because what
So much
I mean,
can go wrong.
if you try to use your second hand to catch it or something, then who knows where that's going.
Would be worse dropping your phone in the toilet or dropping it in the urinal.
I have something to relate. I don't know if you guys want to hear this, but it's right in the vein of what we're talking about, but in the ladies' room. Just to relate, let me see how I can do this. I was on the toilet yesterday, and we have automatic toilets here at Hubbard St. Louis because we are fancy.
Yeah.
And I am changing my tampon, okay? It's happening. I'm sorry. I let go of the applicator. The plastic applicator goes in the trash. Accidentally drop it in the toilet.
Oh, so now it's turned into a little boat.
This is a party foul for women sometimes. This can happen.
Why not just flush it?
Well, here's what you do. It's plastic. You're not supposed to flush any of it
but
down.
accidents happen.
Accidents happen. Well, before I've MacGyvered it, where I've found...
Lord Gore will forgive you.
Listen, I have MacGyvered. I've fashioned a glove, a toilet glove, out of a little trash liner.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I've had to do this before, and then I MacGyver it out so I don't cost the company money. Yesterday, did not have time to fashion a MacGyver toilet glove. The automatic toilet flushed, and down goes the applicator.
There it goes.
So we're
You're
probably going to have
ridiculous.
plumbing issues.
It's just not going to be plumbing issues.
I'm just saying. I felt terrible.
It's an accident. It's not going to gum up the entire system.
I know, but I'm
Those
trying to
things
relate.
are tiny.
They're not, though. They get...
How big are they?
You talking about the little blue bullet looking
It's like
things?
it's like this big. Like
Yeah.
What?
Like the size of a 2x4, I thought.
also, I have a knife on me at all times. Thanks.
Okay, no, they're not that big. Think about men poopies.
Right.
Yeah, but those are not
but
made
those
of
break
hard
down.
plastic.
Is it hard plastic or is it?
Plastics are forever. This is the
So it's
plastic in our
going,
fish.
okay.
It's like a number
Again,
2 pencil.
Microplastics, dude.
One is not going to kill the environment.
I think I killed the environment yesterday.
Oh, I didn't know you were worried about the environment. I thought you were worried about the plumbing.
I'm worried about it all. I'm worried about my job,
Oh,
the
my
plumbing,
Jesus.
and the microplastics.
this is a confession.
I mean, talk about paranoia.
Anyway, I'm
Well,
not
it
trying.
becomes the core of the clog, you know? It goes down, it gets jammed sideways.
Plumbers
and then
know what's
stuff
up.
starts to like turn into the blob, the thing
Yes.
down there.
Yes, it's an accident, and one's not going to gum up the entire system.
It's a creature of the Black Lagoon down there.
Yeah, it's the core of the fatberg.
I heard a tampon applicator caused Y2K.
That's right. See this? Anyway,
So
That it is it's one applicator that puts the planet over the edge.
the whole grid went down.
I'm the cause of global warming, you guys.
I
Right
would.
here.
Okay.
Just
If it were
had to
me-
have your period, didn't you?
You
If
killed
it were
all the
me-
dolphins.
Okay.
I did.
Accidents happen.
That's
I'm not.
worse.
I'm not putting my hand in there.
No, I'm not either, but I have, okay? Yesterday couldn't get to it fast enough. So I'm just relating because you're talking about dropping your phone in a urinal.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
what would you do? Would you make a MacGyver a urinal glove, or would you just leave it and walk away?
I'm Peter Attenborough. and
Are
in
you-
the blowhole of the last
Are you
dead
more
blue
paranoid
whale.
of being like the cause of an issue?
Yeah, I don't want to cost this company money. So yeah, I mean, like, do I need to call John and wake him up and tell him about what happened yesterday?
Yes. Write an email right now
Okay.
and tell him.
Mass email.
I dropped a work key in the toilet at the last studio, but those were not auto flushers, so I did have to fish it.
See?
And I did not have a
Oh,
plastic
it's gone.
bag.
If I drop a work key down there, it's gone. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. Did you raw dog? Like, you went down in and
I
got
did.
it?
It's gone.
I did.
Oh,
I did.
Moon.
Now, thankfully, I dropped it in delivery. You know what I'm saying? Like I had not delivered anything to the
No,
toilet.
the payload was not delivered.
That's right. So it was in fresh water, but you better believe I was.
Yeah, I mean, it's
arm
not fresh.
scrubbing.
You're not drinking out of it.
No.
No.
But
It's the freshest it could be.
back to the dirtiness.
In the
thing.
morning, or was it
No, this was late at night.
Oh, so it's been used all day, or just clean?
Honestly, man, I think it was when I was doing weekends, so it was probably clean.
So you're probably good.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was there.
Yeah, you got a Hep C shot. You should be fine.
Fine. Tetanus.
But now that I'm thinking about being dirty again, you guys don't think that's kind of a dirty thing for some dude to be holding his phone next to
What's that urgent?
next to the
that you
pee
need
splash?
What's that urgent that you need to be making a phone call?
Yeah, wasn't he? He wasn't. No, he wasn't using it on his head. He had it in front of him like this.
Oh, because it wasn't on a phone call.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's scrolling Twitter.
Yeah.
Or something. Isn't that wild?
This is somebody with probably severe ADHD.
I don't know,
He,
man.
for 3 seconds, can't.
For some reason, it really stuck with me.
Has
I
to occupy himself with something.
couldn't drop it.
Is there a difference, though? I mean, we're talking about a urinal versus a toilet specific
What's the
thing.
average, pee is what? Remember we did this whole thing?
26 seconds or
26
something?
seconds or something. So for 26 seconds, you can't scroll. You can't just concentrate on one thing. You got to be doing 50 things at once. What is that urgent that you need to be with one hand scrolling?
Maybe he has an OnlyFans, and that's his thing that he films.
Oh, man. I wasn't think about that.
Could be. Let's not discount that.
Let's not.
Well, here's where my mind is, though. I'm not worried about his attention span or any of that kind of crap.
You got a problem with hustle culture, man?
Yeah, he's a hustler, and I don't like it. My problem is, if I see somebody use the bathroom, and they walk out and they don't wash their hands, I have trouble not telling my friends.
Right.
Because I want to alert the people that I care about that, hey, man, probably don't shake hands with that guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it bothers, and I know there's 3 of them in this building. Every time I see him, I think, man, this guy doesn't wash his hands pretty piece. This is freaking
Right.
weird. It sticks with me. And for some reason, I'm having difficulties with this one. This one's going to stick with me. Now, maybe
Although
not as
I would
bad
say
as not
on my
washing
body,
your
my
hands.
dong is probably the cleanest of everything.
I feel like that's just man law. You all think that on some degree.
Yeah, I can't trust you on that one. I appreciate that that's what is happening, and I trust you and all
It
that.
is sufficiently scrubbed daily
Okay, but again, at a urinal,
and waxed.
at a urinal, what's the closest to the potential splashback? Your hands.
Yeah, your hands.
Yucko.
Right.
Never mind what you're touching.
I think this is somebody that has a problem with staying off his phone. This is somebody that can. I thought you were saying he was on a phone call.
Oh,
addiction.
no.
It's an addiction.
Well, I
There's a
mean,
disease.
if you're dumping out and you're on it,
Let me show you.
That's the equivalent of the magazine rack.
This is what it looked like.
Yeah.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
I mean,
Can
you're
you see,
on it.
Riz, can you see me? He was like this. He came up like
Okay,
this.
hang on.
And he goes, and he's like this, okay? All right, so he's facing like this, and his hand was no higher than this, like just a few inches above
Yeah.
the hip, like this. That's in splash zone. Come on,
Oh,
man.
so he doesn't even have it up to his.
No,
like,
he was
over the top of the
down
urinal.
here like this, and I just thought
He's not even over the. He's not even over the top of the urinal. So he's got it down.
yeah, he's doing
He's
that.
in the splash zone.
Elbow
That's
bent,
weird.
elbow up to the rib like this, and I just
Even
I
if it's a
can't-
text message, you can't wait 30 seconds.
can't let it go.
I thought you were saying he was on the phone talking, because that's almost excusable.
That happens in the
No,
ladies'
that's
room.
not excusable.
If you're
either.
already on the phone with somebody, you're not making a phone call while you're doing it.
I answered my sister's FaceTime from the toilet the other day. I mean,
A FaceTime?
yeah, she lives in Colorado, and I love her and miss her. And she called me, and my mom was in town with her, and hey, could be emergency. Also, it's my sister. I don't care how she sees me, and so I answered it to be funny, and she was mortified.
Were you
that's
going number
family.
2?
I don't know what was happening. I was just
Well,
on
it makes
the
a
toilet.
difference.
that means yes.
It doesn't matter. Families, that's funny.
That was
Because
a-
how long
that
are you
was
going to
a
be?
deflection.
How long are you going to be on the toilet
I
for
don't know.
with your sister on the FaceTime? Because then she's going to have to sit through the paperwork.
Hang on. You think it's okay to be on the phone if it's already happened or something like that in the men's room?
I've never done it. Do I think it's okay?
You never
I mean-
deuced and been on your phone? Is that what we're talking?
Oh,
is
no,
that-
no. I mean on the phone call.
Oh,
Because he was saying like phone call. Like, dude.
that's what
listen,
the mute button was invented
This is
for.
a public bathroom. It is not your phone.
But people
booth.
do conduct business in there.
Oh, that's absurd. This is a different type of
I hear it
business.
all the time.
This
yeah,
is-
women's.
It's
rest
sales.
with
We have a sales crew here, and I hear business being conducted all
We
the time
have
in
a
there.
half a dozen conference rooms. Don't do that in the bathroom. That's absurd. That's crazy.
If
I'm
you
trying to
are
make
in the
noises
middle
in
of
here.
sealing a deal,
I'm trying to make noises in here, and
If
I don't
it's-
want to think about being heard on your phone
if
call.
you are
That's absurd.
if they are sealing a deal, a big sponsor.
Yeah, the bathroom's like Wolf of Wall Street. You know?
No.
I would not-
No, it's not. It's there for one job.
Tell you
That's
what,
almost as bad as going in there and screaming my name.
well, you don't want to be conducting your conference call at 10:15 because every morning that bathroom, the men's room, at about 10:15 a.m.
Oh, it's all the
every
morning
day.
show, guys.
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Ew.
dude!
Everybody's
I walked in there
It's all the
other
morning.
day and I was like,
Everybody's
oh
readying
my
for
God.
lunch.
Whoa.
I would rather wear a diaper than come in here at 10:15.
Well, I just think it's, here in radio, it's a shift change.
I know.
Shift
Yeah.
is what you
Shift.
said.
A shift.
Everybody's
change.
all the morning people are readying for lunch.
Yeah, everybody's been just pounding coffee to stay awake.
Yeah, and been holding it for 4 hours.
Yeah, it's
Ready to let loose.
It's a nightmare, dude. In there at 10:15, I'm like, whoa, whoo.
No, I think the problem here is whoever that was has a problem with putting down their phone.
Could have been a one-off.
Yeah, maybe.
You never know. He could have been sending an important text on his way in, just finishing it up. You never know. I trust the texter more than the no-hands guy. That's who I have a problem with in the bathroom.
Hands on the hips.
No hands.
Hands on the hips.
How are you built?
I don't
get
know,
that.
man. I
What
saw
are
I
you
seen
doing?
it.
I saw it at the comedy club.
Does gravity affect these people less than it does us?
Yeah, you're just being so cavalier. That's a mishandling of a rifle. Like, you keep your gun pointed down range, you don't be waving it all around, man. Like, they'll take it away from you in the military if you do that.
They'll take it away at any gun range.
I see two hands on the wall or like
Hands on the
hips, and I'm just like, who do you think you are? You know, aim your weapon.
Exactly. If you look at your phone, you're not even aiming correctly.
Well, at least he had one
Who
hand.
knows
on
what
it.
happens?
At least he had one hand on it.
The hands on the hips guy, I've seen that.
I don't
it's
like that.
rare.
It's rare, but they're out there.
They're out there.
In public too. Like, I get it at home if you're trying to like do a little see what kind of control you got, because that's your house. You want to pee on the floor and wipe it up or whatever, fine, that's your house. I don't recommend it, but it's your house. But the public hands on hips, when you know people are walking in behind you and not even pretending.
Is it a bragging thing?
I don't know.
Is that a power move?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a taught. I don't know if it's learned. I don't know if it's like racism. Is it learned or taught and then passed on generation to generation?
Is it a nature nurture thing? I don't know.
Man, that's what I want to know. It's like even more rare is the guy that still pulls his pants all the way down.
Yeah.
At the urinal.
Oh, that is like seeing a white buffalo.
It is. It is. It's like
that's our white buffalo in the men's room.
That's the Sasquatch of the men's room.
Holy cow!
No one will ever believe you.
You see, John pulls his pants all the way down at the urinal.
It's been a while.
If I saw a guy with his pants down, hands on hips,
whoa,
and he just turns to you and he's like, "No one will ever believe you."
Bill Murray.
I saw a bare butt urinal at an airport just a couple years ago.
No.
Oh yeah, we talked about it on the show, I think, because I remember going, "Whoa, I haven't seen that since like middle school." Yeah, like a full butt, like an old guy.
Full butt.
Pants all the way down and
his pants were like just below, just below cheeks. I mean, it was full crack. And you're like, whoa, look at that.
You know, I went to the Alamo the other day to see Deadpool, and I forget that they have the everybody all in the bathroom all at once. They have the urinals; it's all mixed, and so I walked in.
Wait, what?
Everybody, like, they have individual stalls in this area, but they have like a urinal section, but it's all together. So when you go to the sinks, it's everybody's there.
It's unisex.
Yeah, it's unisex. And so I forgot about that, and I don't care. But I walked in, and there's like a ton of dudes at the urinal, and I'm like, interesting. And then I did my thing, and then it was funny because I'm washing my hands afterwards, and the difference between myself and then this guy that was in there, like kind of, I imagine most women like kind of look at ourselves on a hot date or whatever, kind of primp a little bit while you're in there after you wash your hands, and dudes just come in, wipe their hands, out.
Guys will just check to see if there's anything up their nose, and then right.
Oh yeah, if anything.
If anything. Wash your hands. Anything up the nose?
I'm trying to get the layout of this schematic of this bathroom. You walk in.
There's two doorways. There's two ways to get into the unisex bathrooms at the Alamo down at the Boundary. If you walk in on the right door, you go straight to the urinals and you turn left, and there's the sinks, and then there's open two stalls that are all individual. Or you can come in the other way.
But you can actively view men in the process of
peeing
in a
wall.
urinal?
There is a wall, but you can see urinals. I mean, you don't see anything else. And then you don't look, obviously, like you want to be respectful.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What was the place that had the two-way mirror?
In town?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
Was it Al Roboski's?
I remember hearing something like that, like a legend,
Mad Hungarian?
an urban legend about that.
Yeah, remember he had that bar down by the stadium, Roboski's?
I've seen places where the bathrooms split and but the sinks
Divide it?
Like the women's sink and the men's sink, you're facing each other, and there's like a little gap with candles or something. I've seen that before, where you can see people on the other side washing their hands. I've never seen ladies have to parade past urinals.
I don't think you have to walk past them.
I mean, I did.
I haven't been in there, but I know they are unisex.
I don't know, man.
That seems like I don't know. Things are out.
Boy, by the way,
Some guys turn around before they put their equipment away too. Like there's guys in habits of that. They don't zip up at the urinal. They kind of do the turn as they're putting equipment away. I feel like with
the shake and
kids
walk,
at a movie theater.
Gross.
I don't know. That seems like a dangerous schematic. But hey, whatever.
Brad's on the instant feedback saying, "How bad are you guys at aiming that you can't go hands free?"
Wow.
What is
What is his name? Brad?
How slow of a trickle do you have that you're not worried about pressure? Brad? Sorry, dude. Some of us have hoses on us. Sorry, you're peeing like a little injectable needle into your little urinal, buddy.
Why are you getting offended?
I mean, were you raised by wolves? Like, I mean, how did
Because I don't agree with him. I think he's a monster.
Because different urinals have different angles.
Oh, really? I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, and you're constantly, that's the thing, you're constantly watching the angle to like reduce any sort of mess. I mean, hello, is
Not
nobody
all
else
urinals
concerned
are
with
created
mess?
equally.
Oh, I don't. This is news to me. Never had an experience.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of
Except
tech.
You're doing urinal drive-bys at the Alamo, apparently.
Well, I'm not looking deeply into the urinal eye or anything. I just
Corey
noticed
says
them.
the urinals are their own section. The toilets are unisex. I think Lern walked into the wrong area. Didn't read the sign.
Nah,
sounds-
that's not what happened because there is no wrong way to go in because there's 2 damn doorways and they all go to the same spot. It didn't say like only men this way. It was like bathrooms.
By the way, there are a couple people checking in saying, yeah, they think they do have a problem where they cannot go 30 seconds. If they're idle for 30 seconds and not scrolling on their phones,
The dopamine.
they can't help it.
Yeah, it didn't. I mean, he was kind of in a posture as if he was just scrolling.
Oh, that's what. Thank you, Tom. Roboski had the one-way mirror at the men's sink, viewing the ladies' sink. That's what it was.
Say what?
Creepy.
That's super creepy.
That's what it was. Well,
I
anyway.
don't remember that.
Anyway, yes, it is weird, Moon.
It
And
is.
I think whoever it was has a problem.
Well,
Yeah, well.
I'm just going to be apprehensive about high fives and handshakes from here on out. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
it sticks with me.
Picking up somebody else's phone.
Do you guys...
When you handle somebody else's phone, think about how much they've used that in the bathroom.
I do.
Yeah. And listen, man, I'm not saying it because I'm judging. I'm not. I don't care. You go on a list in my mind because I think you're potentially just a little dirtier.
You're a little dirty,
I don't want to touch your hands.
Do you
That's
guys
all.
Clorox wipe your phones once a week?
Not once a week.
But occasionally?
Occasionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't do it once a week. I'll be honest.
Okay.
I think I do it more often.
Really? Good for you.
Do you?
Yeah, man. I don't, I do. I feel like phones just they get your oils on them and they just sometimes it just feels gunky. It feels like I bet phones are the dirtiest thing
Oh, yeah.
in everyone's life. If you actually looked at a study, I would be willing to bet because you're guarding the splash when you sit. Because here's the thing. You're sitting on a toilet. Everybody's on their phone. Everybody's crushing candy. Everybody's doing whatever they're doing on the throne. You still got to do your paperwork. Which
Yeah, so
means
where are
you're
you putting
getting
your
really
phone?
close to the eye of the storm.
Where are you putting the phone?
Well, it doesn't matter where you put it.
Pocket. I think it matters.
Your pants are already around your ankles.
Yeah, but you still.
I
pocket.
would be willing to bet that 90% of the populace does not put the phone in their pocket.
No,
They
they'll put it on the floor.
Oh,
or
no.
or up on the little toilet
If there's
paper
no
holder.
shelf.
No way.
Yeah, never on the floor.
No way. Riz.
Yeah, I've become
Where did you get that idea?
a phone acrobat with my I will put it in my bra. I will put it like down my shirt.
Luckily, we have an area where there's a little shelf you can actually put your phone.
My
What?
point.
Where?
Oh, if you put it on top of the toilet paper dispenser, it'll balance.
Oh, that's got a slight curve.
It'll balance.
It's dangerous.
No.
It'll balance.
Oh, danger.
It'll
Danger.
balance.
Danger, Will
I've got to
Robinson.
do it every day.
Either
Oh.
way. Put it where you want. Put it in your hat for all I care. a lot of people are grabbing that phone post paperwork.
Oh, yeah.
So now your hand has been in the eye of the storm.
You might as well put your hand in the toilet because I think fecal matter could go through anything less than 10 layers of toilet paper.
Yeah, they've done all sorts of studies about and the flush. When you get in the auto flush situation, you lean forward, you stand up. Now the flush everything's airborne.
Yep.
Poop particles are now airborne. Nothing's safe.
Nothing is safe.
This is why you pocket it. And the phone will not be seen again until you're out of the bathroom, clean and tidy.
So you take it pants around ankles and wiggle it down into your pocket, fully covered.
It's not that hard. You just grab the belt line and you go, whoop, and then bang. It's in there. Now it's time to do things.
Man, I don't want to ruin this for you, but I don't think a lot of people are doing that.
Might I suggest cowboy boots? Because I'll wear my boots to work, and I wear my phone in my boot quite often, and I'll just slide it into my boot. Perfect.
That's a great idea.
You got to have on tights, though.
Nothing cleaner than feet.
Boot phone.
It's ankle. It's shin.
Okay, back to the Roboski thing.
Okay.
Okay, one of the GMs over there. Check it in.
Okay.
There was a two-way mirror in the men's room in front of the urinals that would be, you would be peeing and the women would be 2 inches away doing their makeup, fixing their bras, etc. in the mirror.
Whoa,
that's very weird.
So you'd be peeing, and on the other side of the mirror, so it was a two-way mirror. I was right. I knew I was right. The women would be at the sinks fixing their and not knowing.
And they had no idea.
Yeah, the Post-Dispatch interviewed him for an article about it. RFT did an article on it.
That's creepy as hell.
Yeah.
That's super creepy.
It's really creepy.
I'm not sure I'd have been comfortable if that was happening.
It was a thing back then.
I don't know, man.
It was a
watch pot never boils. And even
early
though
2000s.
How is that any different than people putting cameras in their Airbnbs?
No, it's weird.
It's super weird.
Yeah,
It's
super
weird. I'm not.
weird.
Listen, I'm not celebrating it at all.
I'm always.
I just
paranoid.
remember it was a thing.
At the Innsbruck house we were staying in over the weekend. Great house, beautiful, updated, gorgeous. And Tim and I had our own bathroom, down in the basement where we were staying. And I look up and I see like a weird thing, like in one of the vents. And I'm like, what?
Did you think it was
a camera? And I investigated, and it just happened to be one of those things that you turn on to like air out the bathroom. They had a timed one where you could do it for 30 minutes or whatever. It kind of heated it up and aired it out.
So they wanted you to think.
The way it was designed, it looked like it had a camera in the middle. And I got on a little stool, got my little face right up in there.
I've been in some crappy.
We've heard some stories.
I've been in some crappy motels and hotels where you look up and you see some vent and you're like,
yeah,
definitely something in there. And I just kind of wave. And
yeah,
I really do.
I don't think about it.
The amount of time I've waved at those things just in case, I go, hey.
I don't think about it. I'm also not a woman, so.
Yeah, women are more paranoid because you guys got these two-way mirrors at bars.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, why didn't the women have those too? Why couldn't we have something like
Maybe
that? Let's
they
equal out
did.
the creep.
Well, you open up your own bar and you do it.
Fine.
Nobody's stopping you.
Perv bar.
Anyway.
Coming to the Grove.
Anyway. Man, there was an incident at the sixth most iconic landmark in the U.S. Yesterday.
Terrifying.
Do you see this story?
Yep. I read the headline to Tim. He goes, "That's my living nightmare." What was happening to these people?
Headline: multiple trams leave riders stuck in the north leg of the arch.
Oh, no, in the eggs?
Yeah, in the eggs.
Oh, no.
Those things are not air conditioned. They're hot.
Yeah, if you're claustrophobic, this is a nightmare.
Wait, certainly they've updated them, right? Since we were kids?
I don't think so.
No, I mean, remember a couple weeks ago, my wife had her aunt and uncle in town, and that's where they went, and they were raving about how cool it was to go in these little eggs. I go, I guess they have not updated these things since the last time I was there.
Whoa.
Like, when was the last time you were in one of those little eggs that went up to the arch top?
15
Been a
years
long
ago.
time ago.
Yeah. 90s.
Been a long time. About 24 people were stuck for hours on tram cars that took them to the top of the Gateway Arch on Monday afternoon. And this is from the Post-Dispatch, 5 or 6 trams were stuck in the north leg of the arch at 3:18 p.m. The public information officer for the park said that those riding the tram cars were stuck in their pods for about 2 hours. The tram stopped about 100 feet from the loading zone, so passengers only had to climb down a few stairs during their evacuation. So I guess they had to stay in the cars, in the little eggs, until firefighters came and got them.
And then they got to see the steps.
So 3:18, they got stuck. Firefighters rescued those stuck in the tram cars around 5:15. Standard protocol is to let tram mechanics try to fix everything first. However, if the tram is stuck for more than an hour, the fire department has to come in and start getting people out of there.
I wonder if firefighters enjoy that call. I mean, they probably don't enjoy calls, but like, is that one that's kind of special where it's not a fire and they've done it before where they're like, we get to go up in the arch? I don't know.
Yeah, it's something unusual.
It is.
Something I'll do every day. But if you are, somebody who's claustrophobic, that's not a good time.
I wonder what the stats are. How often does this happen?
They said it's rare.
I mean,
rare.
it's like once every couple of years, if that.
It's rare. The last time people were stuck in the arch for more than an hour was in June of 2022, when an electrical outage stopped the tram car in the north leg while passengers were near the top of the arch. So 2 years ago was the last time there was an incident where they were stuck for more than an hour, but it's not something that happens a lot. But I'm imagining, there are people that are very apprehensive about getting into tight quarters. And if you're the person that needs some convincing and you're with a group, like, Lern, it'll be fine. It takes 5 minutes. How long does it take it up there? 3 minutes?
Sure.
You'll be up at the top of the arch in no time. And now you're stuck for 2 hours. That sucks. But everybody's okay, though.
Hope somebody brought snacks.
Yes, and I did say the sixth most popular U.S. landmark, according to this one website called visittheusa.com. What do you think number one is?
Statue of
The
Liberty.
11 not to be missed iconic USA landmarks. The arch was number 6.
Statue of Liberty, number 1.
Statue of Liberty is number 1.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's got to be East Coast stuff. We'll go Liberty. We'll go Washington Monument.
The National Mall.
Okay, yeah.
In D.C.
That include the Washington Monument? It has to, right? The whole thing is
I guess it's the whole thing.
Golden Gate Bridge.
And that number 3 is the Hollywood sign.
Yeah.
On this list.
I did like that whenever Tom Cruise, skydove into Hollywood and he put up the rings of the Olympics on the Hollywood sign at the end.
So that's technically a national landmark?
I guess so.
Or are we just assigning that moniker to things?
I think that is a landmark, right?
It's Hollywood.
I'm just saying,
it's iconic.
I mean, it is a landmark, but I thought you meant like United States official landmarks, and I was asking if that was.
I mean, does paperwork need to be filled out for something to be an official landmark?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
or is it something that is very like
the arch is very particular.
Route 66 in Oklahoma is number 4.
What?
Golden Gate Bridge, the Arch, Space Needle, the Cloud Gate in Chicago, the Bean, Niagara Falls, Mount Rushmore, Monument Valley, Utah.
What?
Number 11.
Niagara Falls is what number?
Niagara Falls was like number 9 or 10.
Isn't that one of the 7 wonders of the world?
Niagara
it's
Falls?
only 9 on national
I don't know if
landmarks.
that's a wonder of the world.
Is not?
The fact that it's below the arch is strange.
Who could name the 7 wonders of the world?
Is it 7 or is it 8?
It's 7.
Hell, I don't know.
And are we talking about the ancient world or the modern world?
We're talking Great Wall, pyramids.
Right.
Name the 3rd.
The Colosseum.
Okay. Are you looking it up? Or
I am.
Okay. Well, then that's less impressive. You were rattling it off like you had this committed to memory.
Yeah, I don't think about
All right,
these
the
things.
ancient world, it's the pyramids, the Colossus of Rhodes,
the
Hanging Gardens of Babylon, the Lighthouse of Alexandria, the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus.
These are the 7 wonders of the world?
Ancient.
Oh, ancient.
Statue of Zeus at Olympia, the Temple of Artemis.
Grand Canyon.
Now, as far as the modern world goes,
how's Grand Canyon not on this list?
The Grand Canyon is, I think, of the modern.
I want to know the 7 wonders of the world. They used to call Andre the Giant the 8th wonder of the world. So there's 7.
Maybe that's where I got the 8.
It is. It was rattling around in my head, too.
Well, there's the natural wonders. There's the ancient wonders.
Well, now everything's being categorized.
So much wonder.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Niagara Falls is on there.
Is the natural.
It was one of these. Look at the natural wonders. It's just funny to me it would be in 7 natural wonders of the entire world, and it's 9th in the United States.
All right, according to Britannica,
Niagara, you fell off.
the new 7 wonders of the world: the Great Wall of China,
Boom.
Chichen Itza,
Been there. Very cool.
the ancient city of Petra, Jordan,
No idea what that is.
Machu
It's a big
Picchu.
wall.
Cheats
Machu Picchu.
that's the new Cheeto flavor, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Christ the Redeemer,
Oh, I've been there.
the Colosseum, the Taj Mahal. That's 7.
All right, there you go.
There you go. Well, anyway, I hope everybody's okay. I think everybody's all right at the Arch from yesterday. I think I kind of mentioned this yesterday. I did a little kind of deeper dive in this. Dead woman found entangled in baggage machinery at Chicago airport.
So how does this happen?
The dead woman who was found entangled in a baggage carousel, a baggage conveyor belt at O'Hare, was from North Carolina. 57-year-old woman.
Passenger.
Yeah.
Oh, it's when you initially said it, I assumed it was like a worker.
That's what I thought
of
it
some
was.
Sort.
Would she climb up in there? What happened?
Her body was found, 57-year-old woman. Her body was found entangled in the belt around 7:45 a.m. Thursday in a baggage room near a terminal that serves international flights.
She's trying to sneak somewhere, or
According to police, surveillance footage shows this woman enter the area about 5 hours before, so at 2:27 a.m., but does not show what happened to her. And then 5 hours later, they found her body.
so did she have a flight? Was she coming in? Was she?
The room where her body was found was off limits to the public. They don't know why she was there.
What airport?
She was not an
O'Hare.
airport employee.
Oh my god.
I hate to say this, but like first thought, hearing these details now is Ambien.
Oh.
Oh, yeah?
It's in the middle of the night.
Sleep crimes.
Somebody may have taken something and been sleepwalking in some weird way. And,
I didn't
and
think that at all, but that
Well,
makes
what-
sense.
what
I
else
have no
is there?
idea.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's the best, prediction here, but like, pretty
Could
much
be.
that's pretty much my natural reaction.
At 2:30 in the morning,
What would
she wanders into a room where you're not supposed to be
Why can't
at the
we be in
airport.
right? Maybe missed a flight, a connection flight. I mean, you said she's
Maybe
from
looking for the bathroom.
Carolina. This is an O'Hare, right?
Yeah, she's North Carolina.
Okay, so
at
she's
O'Hare.
probably in between flights. Maybe missed the
Maybe
last.
missed a flight.
Yeah, and maybe missed it because she's wandering.
Somehow becomes entangled in the conveyor belt.
Laid down. I mean,
That's a tough way to go.
right? I mean, some people they take things on flights to chill out or sleep.
When they say
or-
a body's entangled in machinery,
that's
eesh,
never good.
That's not good.
They are saying an update here on ABC News that she died by suicide.
Oh.
Wait, what? How?
How did it jump
that
from
seems
that
too
to that?
convenient.
The Cook County Medical Examiner's Office concluded following an autopsy that the 57-year-old woman died by asphyxiation from hanging.
What? At the airport?
How does one become entangled?
How does it go
in a
from
conveyor
that,
belt?
what I read,
Right.
to that?
I don't know. This is an update.
Whoa.
Nah.
I don't buy it.
No. Enemy of the state. Arlington Road. No.
What did she see in that room?
What was in that room?
What was in that room that we're not allowed to go in?
Did they say anything about getting entangled up in the machine?
Let's see.
That seems an elaborate way to go, away from home and all this, in an airport, not your home airport, in a room you're not supposed to be in.
2:30 in the morning.
She was found entangled in a baggage conveyor belt at the airport,
Entangled, yes.
but she died by suicide. So
What?
I don't. It sounds like the entanglement. I imagine.
Unless her
around neck.
body, like she killed herself and her body wound up on the conveyor belt somehow.
Let me guess. There's no footage. Seen too
I think
many
she
movies.
was Epsteined?
Well,
Police declined to comment
Think she
further.
may have
I'm
been
just saying,
Epstein?
I don't believe that yet. No way.
Police declined to comment?
Yeah, pending the
All
outcome.
the cameras happened to be off that night?
Apparently so.
The footage has been
Down for-
mysteriously
yeah.
misplaced.
If this would have happened at the Denver airport, I would have had more questions. Like, I don't think, ruling out a suicide at an air. It's odd and terrible, but could happen.
I've contemplated it at the airport several times.
You got to explain a lot more. Yeah, I can understand it here at Lambert when you're waiting for your bags and it says that it's over here.
Saturday and the lounge is closed.
God, dude.
End it all.
Hour and 10 minutes to get my bags the other day.
Oh, somebody said she was seen on camera trying to access several off-limits areas.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Troubled.
Yeah. Well, there's that. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Be
man.
careful out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be careful traveling, guys.
And this too shall pass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's talk about pets for a second.
Oh, good. Okay.
Let's talk about pets. Let's talk about grief. Since we're kind of on the subject here.
Right.
Do you think, for the cat lady in the room,
Moon?
Me?
do you think cats grieve when another animal in the household dies?
Yes.
100%.
100%. Because there's
100%.
studies that's been done on it.
Dude, 100%. If you've ever lived with a cat,
And I never have. Do cats grieve?
I think cats and dogs both grieve. And I bet you, I mean, I hate to say it, gerbils or something, but I think most mammals grieve.
Yeah.
And they may do it in different ways because of their capacity to show it or whatever, but 100% house pets. Dogs,
So with
dogs and
100%
cats.
certainty, you will say that cats,
I am certain.
that cats grieve when another household pet dies.
I seen it.
I agree.
Especially if they're around for any of the changes, the pre-changes, you know, like the I'm about to die changes, person or other pets. You know, they supposedly they emit a smell or something like that, or different things. Yeah, and if any animals catch that kind of stuff before the animal disappears, 100% that animal knows what's happening, and goes through probably a natural mammal process of grief.
So researchers looked at 400 different cats and talked to 400 cat owners.
He's about to make us look like fools, but I'm still gonna.
They talk to cats.
Cats are very zen. I would like to point that out before you reveal the results. I could see cats living in the present. Cats are very zen animals.
They are.
I admire that about them. They don't. Dogs live in the past. When you leave the house, where'd you go? Are you ever coming back? Are our best days behind us? That's why when you take out the trash, you come back in, the dog's like, oh my God, I was freaking out.
Thank
man.
God you're back.
Yeah, cats.
Hey, you're coming back.
Cats don't do that. Cats are very zen. They're like, what have you done for me lately? Where is the little tuna popsicle I require?
That's right.
So you don't think they grieve?
I don't. I think they do because I think. But I'm saying, like, I could also see them being very zenned out. I could see some of these cats not grieving.
I think even the cats reading Eckhart Tolle are still
Yeah.
still gonna miss you.
Well, the study revealed.
Give us the money, Lebowski.
So again, they observed 400 different cats, talked to 400 different cat owners. The study revealed that after the death of a fellow pet, including if it's a cat-dog situation,
Yeah. Well, come on, man.
After the break.
cats often exhibit behaviors associated with grief.
All right. All right. High five.
I know. Yeah.
They eat less, they play less, they look for more attention, they spend more time alone sometimes, and even look to be searching for that lost companion.
Bums me out. I think my cats are stressed out in different ways because we just got back from the vacation. You know, we were gone for a little while, and Clover has been bringing me her pink mouse like 6 times a day. It's really cute, but at the same time, I'm like, do you have a problem? Like, what's going on?
Now
and then,
you got guilt.
and then
Like,
Willow,
I'm sorry I left you.
Willow brings like 3 different of his babies. He puts one in our big tub every night, and then one in the bed, and then there's one in the hallway. And it's adorable. But I'm like, what are they trying to say? Like, are they bored? Are they sick? Are they happy? I've been on all the apps.
Well-
Oh, you have? I was gonna say, have you looked this up?
Oh, you've really looked this up?
Oh, dude,
Now
I
I'm
got so many
curious.
articles in my brain. Yes, and it could be anything. And I try to just make sure I play with them enough and that they're so
You're always looking for an answer, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, dude. It is my favorite thing to do is try to figure out animals, like Dr. Dolittle style. Yeah.
Always try to figure out an answer.
I used to wish that when I used to read Dr. Dolittle as a kid. I was like, man, that'd be cool. I always thought maybe I was going to like age into it like an X-Men power.
Dude, one of our kids is
I
going
could
to
hear animals talk.
One of our kids is going to be Dr. Dolittle. I mean, she was even in writing out her business plan about her veterinary ranch that she's going to have. And this kid is like on it. She will figure it. If there's a kid on this planet that's going to figure out what cats are saying,
well,
it's this one.
Maybe she'll be involved in studies like this, because the co-author of the study pointed out that they did the study because cats are often seen as aloof and antisocial, but this research suggests otherwise, that we've been maybe mischaracterizing cats. Yes, they do. They do grieve, and at the same time, yes, they do sit in the corner staring at you, and it looks like they're plotting your murder.
Yeah. They're
but they will grieve.
You just described me.
After they kill you.
I've got a heart.
Now, as far as St. Louis goes, there is a list of the 10 most and least pet-friendly cities. 10 most and least pet-friendly cities. And listen, we're all pet owners here in this room, and we will go the extra mile for our friends, our furry friends. Whether it's paying high vet bills, whether it's, doling out for top-notch dog food, or I know Lern has left all her money to her cats in her will.
Damn straight.
Tim's upset, but he'll get over it.
Like Freddie Mercury.
Tim's
Freddie
upset.
did that too?
Mm-hmm.
Tim's upset, but you say we're going together, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. How do you know everything about my life?
But, listen, did you know that where you live can make a big difference in how easy and affordable it is to take care of your pets? So that website, Wallet Hub, they ranked the 100 biggest U.S. cities to find the most pet-friendly places to live. They looked at pet budgets. They looked at health and wellness, outdoor pet friendliness. So congratulations, St. Louis. We are the 10th best city for pet owners.
That's cool. Honestly,
Scottsdale's number one.
I've told you many times one of my dreams is to have like a farm or a ranch or just some sort of property, and it's not necessarily about raising cattle or vegetables or something out there. It's honestly, I kind of have this like old man dream of just having some space to be outside with my animals.
Okay, well, with that being said,
I want to be able to just walk out on property and go anywhere with like a dog that's kind of by my
with
side.
that being said, many farm animals are becoming very popular
As pets.
now.
Oh, yeah.
Many farm animals, that is a thing.
They're getting the mini pigs and the mini horses and the
Mini cows, mini goats, mini donkeys. Please do not move next door to me.
the donkeys.
You can move next door to me.
Hey man, they'll keep away the coyotes.
Will they?
The obnoxious loud ones.
I guess since COVID, sales of small farm animals have surged. Hobby farmers, homesteaders looking to embrace a more self-sufficient lifestyle. Social media like TikTok, played a pretty big role in going, I think I could do that. I think I could get some goats. Yeah, they're easy to take care of, no problem.
They'll eat the grass.
Yeah, my neighbors aren't going to mind if I have cows in my backyard.
They're just big dogs. My aunt had a mini horse for some time. I mean, she had horses all my life, but her last one was a mini horse, and it was cool. She used to take it around and do like therapy stuff with it because it was basically just a giant dog. But
I thought the horse needed therapy.
No. It was like a therapy horse for nursing homes and different places. Yeah. If I remember right. And I would not be super keen if that was my neighbor's pet. I don't think.
Yeah, if you
I don't want to live next door to livestock.
That's big poo.
If you go to R&R Ranch in Wildwood, and that's that nonprofit that's on this beautiful mansion landscape. The family that owns that, they show you an educational video before you go to meet the mini ponies, because a lot of people do think they can raise them, and they have so many health issues and things. And I didn't know any of that, so we went.
Oh, they do great things over there.
They do amazing things, and they rescue so many little horses that people try to get as pets and don't take good care of them, and then they're malnourished.
Well, particularly there's one specific animal that's had a huge increase in registrations over the past year: Nigerian dwarf goats.
Let's see what they look like.
Nigerian
I bet you they're
dwarf
the
goats.
cutest things on earth.
A 73% increase in registrations over the past year.
Oh, yeah. These are adorable. They're so little.
I mean, yeah, sure, but now you got to feed this thing.
Yeah.
You got to feed them. You got to pick up their crap. And here's the thing. People are getting these things and not having the space for them.
You know what ruined goats for me, sort of? And I love all animals, and I'll pet a goat anytime I see one. But the movie The Witch, came out a couple years ago, horror movie. What was the goat's name? Black Phillip.
Yeah.
Freaked me out, dude. The devil was in that goat.
Man, they're cool. I make some goat cheese.
Yeah, but they need space.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
know.
why
They
I
need
want
space.
space, is so I can have cool animals.
They got them evil eyeballs, though, man.
Yeah, the side eye.
Those Nigerian
Their pupils look
Dwarf
like the,
goats?
Yeah, I don't like it. Their pupils look like the part of, the part of the cardboard that gets punched out when stuff's hanging on the rack.
Yeah.
And like Walmart, it's got that
Yeah.
weird, almost like street sign look to it. That's what a goat's eyeballs look like.
So cool.
There's
That's so
There's a
cool.
comedy club owner in Arkansas that's got mini goats. And he always invites you to his house, and then he's like, don't park by the house. You got to park down the driveway because the goats will climb on your car.
what?
I went out and there was like two goats just standing on the hood and the top of my car, and I'm like, I don't like this. This is not that shouldn't be a thing you worry about with your pets, as a hooved animal being on your car when you come outside.
You ever do goat yoga?
No,
We should all go sometime.
no.
I'm down.
It doesn't sound like something I'd enjoy.
It's adorable. They climb up on you while you're doing downward dog.
I'm not going to do regular yoga, let alone goat yoga. But I did a deep dive, and what are the most dangerous animals to keep as pets?
Those wild cats, man. I don't know what.
What are the most? I got the 8 most dangerous animals to keep as pets, and cautionary tales.
This algorithm thinks, I forget which app it is, but whatever one it is, every once in a while, about every 6th video, it's some crazy person with a cat you're not supposed to have.
Yeah, like a puma.
Yeah, lynx or a puma.
Well,
like,
we'll
oh,
start
look
with
here,
number
it's-
8 on this list is
It's
tigers.
Bailey the tiger.
Tigers. The Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries estimates that 5,000 captive tigers are residents of the United States.
And isn't there that tiger rescue place in Missouri for this kind of stuff? Don't they have like 5 or 6 tigers over there, and they're like former pets?
Well, they say the large majority live with private owners rather than in accredited zoos. So that's 5,000 captive tigers. Most are with private owners, not with an accredited zoo.
You know what I'm talking about, right? You can see it like during the winter. You can see the
Off
fences.
44?
No,
that's a
no.
safari
This
type
is
of
down by
place.
Ironton.
Oh, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Mountain lions are also popular exotic pets.
Mountain lions.
Mountain lions. One former mountain lion owner and a woman named Amber Couch of Odessa, Texas, found out, we shouldn't be having these as pets after her 4-year-old nephew was almost mauled to death by her 12-year-old, 150-pound feline pet after the kid got too close to the cage. The kid suffered multiple lacerations and puncture wounds all over his body and face. Miraculously, the kid survived. The lion had to be euthanized. Number 7, wolf-dog mixes.
Yeah.
Dangerous. The USDA estimates somewhere between 300,000 and 500,000 wolf dogs being kept as domestic pets in the U.S.
We're never satisfied, are we? We're never satisfied. I mean, we spent the last couple hundred years breeding wolf into a domestic animal that has developed all this survivability traits, the friendliness and all that kind of stuff. But no, we're not satisfied. Let's keep petting wild.
So they say the most common wolf dog hybrid. It's a gray wolf mixed with an Alaskan Malamute.
Which also has attitude, right? I mean, those are task animals. Like, remember Huskies and Malamutes and Akitas, aren't they supposed to be?
So gray wolf, cross with one of those.
They're damn near wild already.
Or a German Shepherd or a Siberian Husky. And I'll bet you those things are badass looking.
They are. Mike O'Hearn has 2 of them. When we went to his house in L.A., the guy that was an American Gladiator, that's always like the super buff dude.
Oh, yeah, you were at his house.
Yeah. He has 2 wolf dogs in the house. They were really sweet, though. I'll be honest.
I'm sure
They
they
were
could be
very
sweet.
well behaved and sweet. They didn't seem like crazy.
Everything is
Okay,
sweet.
well, you could tell that to the 50-year-old woman from Salem, Pittsburgh.
Well,
In 05, she
She's not
bled to
Michael
death
Hearn.
after being attacked by a pack of 9 wolf dog hybrids that she raised and played with in backyard enclosures at her house.
maybe
That's-
don't have 9.
Everything is sweet until it's not. I mean, every bear I've ever seen has been sweet. It didn't touch me
Yeah.
until it does. Everything is sweet.
All right, so number 6, primates. All primates. And they say not only are monkeys known for throwing their poopy at you, the CDC says they also transmit deadly diseases, viruses, herpes, salmonella, monkeypox. And they tell the story
That
here.
shouldn't sound so fun. They should rename that.
Monkeypox?
Monkeypox sounds fun.
Yeah, it sounds like a candy.
Yeah, kind of.
Or a game that you play in kindergarten.
And I read the story here. It says, take this tale of JJ to heart. JJ was a 3 foot high 9-year-old pet macaw monkey who wore a diaper, dressed up as Santa for the holidays, and played with kids at his Okeechobee, Florida home. He was shot dead after he turned unexpectedly on his owner, ripping apart his hands, buttocks, and thigh.
Whoa.
That's their favorite. Genitals, too. That's the first thing they go for. That's why I'm out on primates.
Face and
when they
fingers.
do flip, they like to rip your genitals off first and then eat your hands and feet. That does not sound like a good way to go.
Yeah, they rip your hands apart, right? They rip your hands off first.
They eat them. They start eating your fingers and your feet.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
See this? Here's this place.
But there's a
Oh, the one
reason.
in St.
There's
Genevieve,
something
yeah.
about it. Like they rip your genitals off first. I don't know why. Not cool.
You know why?
What's that?
Tiger Sanctuary in St. Genevieve.
You know why? Because it's a signal to the next person. Don't fool with me.
Yeah, rip your hands off.
This is what I'm doing.
Probably.
I'm going to not only rip your hands off, I'm going to eat your hands.
This is what I'm willing to do.
I'm going to rip and eat your hands.
That's a Jordan Peele movie where the monkey flips out.
So this monkey,
Oh yeah.
JJ,
no.
ripped apart his hand, his butt, his thighs. I mean, grabbed chunks of flesh. And he and his wife had kept this monkey since he was 3 weeks old.
Yeah.
So it just turned on him. People are now keeping bears as pets too. Bears also very dangerous.
You know what? I think
That
we
goes
should,
without saying.
we should just make an area, like pick a section of middle Kansas, because nobody's there anyway. And if you want to own an exotic, this is exotic state, exotic pet state.
Hey.
And hey, give it a go. We're gonna put a giant fence border around this thing.
That's Oklahoma, dude. Joe Exotic already tried this.
Yeah, and you can do whatever you want. If you survive,
Good on you.
cool.
Good on you.
Have fun with
Enter
your
at your own risk.
recover from this.
And so bears, okay.
have fun with your mountain lion pet.
So in 2009, a Pennsylvania woman, her name is Kellyanne Walls, she kept a lion, a tiger, and a bear
Oh my.
as pets. She paid the ultimate price when she entered the 350-pound black bear's cage for cleaning using a bowl of dog food as a distraction, mauled to death by the bear in front of her own kids and a group of neighbors.
Oh my gosh. That's what we'll call the state. Ultimate Price Park. Ultimate Price Park.
Oh, yeah, owls.
Oh, yes.
Do you know it's illegal to keep an owl as a pet?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're total dopes, aren't they?
Not only is it completely illegal to keep an owl as a pet in the U.S., but few private owners can actually comprehend the level of care which is involved in caring for one of these things. They say the level of destruction an owl can be capable of is
Yeah, and they're
It's
not
unbelievable.
And they're not really all that trainable, right? I mean, because their brains are so small. I mean, you got the bird brain thing already, but their eyes are so big, it takes up so much of their skull space that there's no.
If they're so dumb, how come I see so many pictures of them with graduate caps on?
Good point.
or eating Tootsie Roll Pops.
Often wearing glasses.
Looking studious.
They say most veterinarians don't have the adequate levels of training to safely care for owls. I guess they need regular talon and beak maintenance. They will cut you up too. An owl. Those things, their talons, their beaks are sharp. Plus, you have to keep your freezer stocked with frozen rats and gophers and mice and rabbits, and you don't want to be dealing with those.
It's so cool to see them in the wild. I go walking, in the evening, and you'll start hearing those barred owls hooting. So cool.
Lions, people keep lions as pets. Dumb. Alligators and crocodiles, we've heard about those before. Mm-hmm. When they get up to 14 feet in length, you go, I can't keep this in my bathtub anymore. And then reptiles. They say reptiles. 18 deaths were attributed to exotic reptiles. Pythons, boa constrictors, rattlesnakes, mambas, iguanas.
Iguanas?
Yep.
Who's dying by iguana?
People. People, Moon. People. A lot of it's from salmonella. They say 90% of all reptiles carry and shed salmonella bacteria in their poopy. And they tell a story of this woman from Canada where her kids, a 5 and a 7-year-old, were strangled to death by a 16-foot-long African rock python. Escaped from an exotic pet store underneath the apartment where they lived.
Wow.
And went up into they lived above a pet store. The python got out of whatever cage it was in, went up into
Oh, man.
where the boys were sleeping.
There is somebody out there listening to our show that lives above a pet store. And right now they're like,
never know, man.
Oh, dude, what are we doing here?
You never know. We always warned you. Be careful out there, guys. Danger around every corner.
It's true.
Just don't do anything stupid. That's it.
Just get a cat. Go
Just get
rescue a cat or a dog.
Get a cat or a dog. Yeah. Don't be weird. That's it. All right, let's do this. All right, and Team Riz Member of the Day is brought to us by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. Book your fantasy football draft part of the season at Hot Shots. Visit hotshotsnet.com/fantasy. From Fenton, Missouri, DJ Malone is our Team Riz Member of the Day. DJ has been an avid listener to the Riz Show since the very beginning. Always make sure to catch up with anything you may have missed on the podcast. He is a proud Riz evangelist, has been spreading the word of Riz all the way down to his hometown of Rolla, and has supported as many Eagle calls as he can over the past couple years.
Nice.
Loves how, inviting the conversations are on the show and all the stories that are shared daily between the crew. He is excited to be part of Team Riz. Well, congratulations, DJ Malone. From Fenton, our Team Riz Member of the Day. Get super sweet Team Riz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. Right. All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizShow1057thepoint.com. So for a lot of kids, this is the last week of summer break.
Bummer.
Oh. This is also the week a lot of parents are going, well, you guys should go to sleep early to get used to getting up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to get back on the rhythm of getting up early. So probably this week you should use that time to go to sleep early.
I've said that a few dozen times, and it's not been heeded. My son is in for a terrible adjustment.
Yeah, but, picture yourself as a kid. You go, this is my last week.
Yeah, and he's
off me.
He's maxing it out. And he's basically said, no, because it's my last week, I'm going to stay up even later.
Right. That's what my pushback would be.
Okay, dude.
Yeah, screw you, Mom and Dad.
I get it. What he's saying is making sense. And you're right. That's exactly what we would do and say. So I'm letting him do it. And he's going to be a nightmare.
But this is, if you got kids that are going to school next week, they start Monday or Tuesday, this is the week you're starting to go, well, you should probably go to bed early. You got to get used to getting up early.
Yeah.
He's right at that sweet spot of the age where you're like, it feels good as a dad to let him learn his own lessons. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, yeah? Is that a smart thing to do? Oh, good, great. Can't wait to see you on the second day of school when you can hardly walk.
On Monday morning. Well, actually, you know what? And it's just like Lern and I were talking about this during the break. We were on vacation last week. Yesterday, I was excited, fueled by adrenaline, getting back to it. Today's the day It sucks.
It sucks. I looked at Riz. I go, I'm so freaking tired today. Like, I just can't do it.
Yeah, first day back. So first day back for the kids, Monday, at least for my kids. They're like, rare to go. Maybe not sleep that much that night before. Tuesday is going to be the reality. But if you got a senior, if you have a high school senior, most likely they were born in 2006. So seniors in high school this year, most likely they were born in 2006. So think back to 2006. What was going on in 2006?
Hazy.
What were the big things of 2006?
In the world?
In the world.
Deftones released a new record on Halloween that year.
Okay.
I believe it was Saturday Night Wrist.
That'll probably be like 787th on the list.
Yeah,
of things that
yeah.
happened
That's what comes to my brain.
on my list of things that happened in 06. But MySpace was at its peak, 06.
That's right.
I missed
06,
that.
MySpace. Tom Anderson was everybody's friend.
Yep.
He's like a billionaire now.
Yeah, you know what? I think somebody asked, like, what is Tom Anderson doing now?
It's kind of a crazy story.
I don't think he's doing anything.
Good
I think
for
he
him.
cashed out, and I think he's just traveling the world, doing what he wants, if I'm not mistaken. Right? That was his name, Tom Anderson?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody's MySpace friend.
Never changed his profile pic.
Nope.
He sold the company for $580 million in 2009. He currently lives in Hawaii, and he's a travel photographer.
That's what he does.
I love
That's
that
right.
for him.
$500 million, sold a share in MySpace, lives in Hawaii, does whatever he wants.
He's also been very busy surfing, doing some design.
I told you he does nothing.
and investing.
He does nothing.
He is, quote,
Is he married?
living the good life.
Of course he is.
You think?
Why, you looking to upgrade?
No, I want to know who his wife is or husband.
Tim to Tom?
Yeah.
I want to surf and do
Let me
nothing.
get some of that money.
Trading that Tim for the Tom, baby.
Yeah, MySpace was at its peak in 06.
I said, according to internet legend, Anderson sold his MySpace to News Corp for $580 million and simply vanished.
Yeah, I love that.
That's
I
a
love
god
that.
dang dream, man.
I love that.
Are you serious?
Our time will come.
It's
It
not
can
like-
happen.
It's not like, Jack Dorsey, St. Louis' own Jack Dorsey, who sold, Twitter, and
Right.
he's doing other things.
All I think about with Jack Dorsey is his cool nose ring.
Jack Dorsey has a nose ring?
Oh, hell yeah, dude. And it's a hoop. That guy's got it going
He's got
on,
a
too.
nose ring?
Yes.
Yeah, but he cashed out and is doing things still. Loser.
Let's see if he still has the nose ring.
Tom, he ain't doing nothing. Winner.
He's surfing. Well, it does say he's a professional nature photographer.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, man, dude. Dorsey.
I'm also a professional napper.
Jack Dorsey's got the great beard and mustache combo, rocking that nose ring. Great brow. This guy.
You ain't got no 600,000 followers on your napping account, though. He's doing okay.
Well, skinny jeans, big in 06.
Jack Dorsey does that thing, too, where he's like rich guy who now, once you have the money, it's so much easier to be Buddhist. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like he leans into that whole,
yeah.
like he shaved his head and now he's got to know and he's doing yoga and Reiki. And I'm like, yeah,
And he's
must be nice to be sitting on a
suffocated in breasts,
$780
too.
million. Yeah,
I said he is suffocating in breasts.
yeah, at night he's at least Tom lived the real life.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've read things about Jack Dorsey. He's like, I sleep 9 hours a night, and I once a week reward myself with a little square of dark chocolate.
God
Yes.
bless.
Holy crap.
That dark chocolate is prepared by three of my live-in chefs.
Yeah. Let's see. We got to change the subject. I'm getting depressed.
All right, skinny jeans.
Oh, yeah.
And
Fashion resurgence.
Dudes were buying girls' jeans at PacSun. All the
Well,
skinny jeans.
Emo culture was also peaking out.
low-rise jeans still in?
Well,
ladies.
06, no.
06, mom jeans back.
06,
No.
skinny
Skinny.
jeans.
In between.
Dude, I couldn't date a guy ever because they would steal my jeans out of my, a couple of my exes would wear my jeans. You know?
Yeah.
That was the
Little were
problem.
these
I didn't.
guys.
Interesting
They were
time.
little bitty people. Yeah.
Guys you had boyfriends borrow your jeans?
Yeah. And I had
Oh,
guy friends
short
borrowing
legs?
my jeans. You could probably fit in my jeans, you know? Our legs are probably the same length.
Damn.
YouTube started to be a thing. So YouTube started in 05, explosive growth in 06. Popular TV shows, Grey's Anatomy in 06. Lost. Lost was huge in 06. 24.
Jack Bauer.
You know, shortly after this, it was like 2006, 2007, after YouTube really started to gain speed, there was a company that approached us and they wanted us to be a part of their big pilot program called 12 Seconds. You guys ever hear about this?
No.
So like
Vine?
Yeah, kind of. It was the Friendster to MySpace, if YouTube was the MySpace. They basically started getting all that data that was happening with the YouTube surge, and they said, oh, well, the first big data point that jumped out was most people watch these videos for an average of 12 seconds. So they're like, oh, we want to start a social media that posts videos that are 12 seconds. And they wanted to do it with bands, and like our band was top of the world at that point.
06, yeah.
So they approached all these labels and managers were like pitching bands on this 12 seconds concept. Didn't go anywhere, but like it basically just turned into everything else that we're seeing
Vine,
these days.
TikTok, I mean, that's that stuff.
The Reel.
Yeah.
Reels.
It was called 12 seconds. It wasn't a phone-based thing.
It was ahead of its time.
It was
It was
just
ahead of its
not,
time.
We weren't ready for that. But a good
But just think
concept.
a couple years later, we were ready for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just had to be packaged the right way, and that one wasn't ready.
So, Lost, 24, Desperate Housewives, huge in 06. The Office, the U.S. version, was starting to gain popularity. Popular movies, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, The Da Vinci Code, came out in 06. Right, that was Tom Hanks with a weird haircut.
Yeah, yeah.
It did well, right?
Yeah.
I read the book.
Yeah.
Did you
I
read
think
the book?
so. No. It was popular. I remember
fun. I
like
read it.
seeing it in everyone's bathroom, or like
It was super
a
popular.
lot of my friends' moms were reading it. Seemed like a unifying thing.
Yeah, did you read it? Da Vinci Code? It was all right.
No.
Dan Brown.
Yeah, I was told that it was all right.
It was all right. It was cool, a mystery kind of thing.
I mean, the movies came. There's several movies.
Yeah, Tom Hanks and was it Penelope Cruz?
I think so.
Who's the gal in it?
Not Penelope Cruz.
Was it? I don't know. It was Tom Hanks with a weird haircut. Casino Royale. That came out in 06. That introduced us to Daniel Craig as the new James Bond.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That was a relief, honestly. Because remember, it was like, there's this new guy and nobody knows him. And
Yeah, because Pierce Brosnan was awesome.
Yeah, and he's kind of got this hard face. And Pierce Brosnan was kind of a heartthrob sort of older feller, you know? And this Daniel Craig, who's this guy? He's going to pull this off?
It was always the scene of him coming out of the ocean wearing his
Yeah, I was a stunt double for that.
You were?
wearing his little bitty
Good
bathing
Lord.
suit.
Yeah.
That
he
was
pulled it
actually
off.
my introduction to Daniel Craig. Is coming out of the ocean in his cool mankini.
Yeah.
Ding, ding,
Oh.
ding, 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 ding. Yes, we see it.
Cars came out. Cars came out in 06. Borat.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
Another Speedo. Another famous Speedo.
That's right.
The slingshot.
I think that was we were off tour for long enough for me to start playing with my facial hair, and I was like, just as a joke, had this big mustache, and then Borat came out, and everybody was like, "Oh, Borat!" I was like,
man.
"Oh no, that's not what I was doing." God,
I actually
shaved my
watched
mustache.
the Ali G show. I liked it. It was on
The Ali G
HBO.
show was the best. I
And that-
still quote it.
And that was, how if you knew, you knew.
Yeah, that was a HBO thing, late night HBO.
All right, gaming. Nintendo Wii came out in 06. That was huge. Nintendo Wii. Those things were sold out everywhere.
You know, it's funny. We're still playing it.
That's what you said.
Yeah,
we played it the other day.
We were playing it a couple weeks ago. It's so much fun.
Nintendo Wii.
Yeah, tennis.
Yeah, if you turn it on every once in a while,
Wii
it's all right.
Sports, the one that
Wii
came
Sports.
with it, is still fun.
Popular hobbies: scrapbooking. 06. Knitting and crocheting became a thing in 06.
Really? That's having a resurgence as well.
Let me see here. What else? High School Musical was a phenomenon on Disney Channel. Snakes on a Plane was
Yeah.
06. Steve Irwin died.
Bummer.
Oh my
Really?
gosh, it was 06? Wow.
Died in September of 06. It's been that long.
Holy cow.
Steve Irwin tragically died in September of 06 after being stung by a stingray while filming in the Great Barrier Reef. There is the footage, right? Or did they destroy it?
It hasn't been. It wasn't.
It will never be released.
Yeah, and wasn't the rumor, and maybe it's just a myth, that the barb went in and him yanking it out immediately is what killed him.
Yeah, I remember that.
I heard about that. Like if he would have kept it in, maybe.
Maybe. But like, you know, so it goes in, it's like a fish hook. It goes in, it's got the barb on it.
Yeah.
And when it went poop, it popped up into his chest, and he, you know, reactively, like anybody would, grabbed and pulled.
And that's how he bled out?
That's what I remember reading, but I might have been.
He made it to the boat because I remember the audio.
Oh, there's audio
released
of it?
audio. Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I can only say yes so many times.
Well,
are you confusing that with the guy that got mauled by the bears?
Nope. There's audio of Steve Irwin on the boat being like, "I think I'm dying, mate."
Really?
Easy,
I never heard that.
He's like talking to the camera.
I thought I had read that the camera guy is the only guy that had the footage and destroyed it or will never see the light of day.
No, there was no video. There was audio. I remember listening to the audio, and he was pretty calm. He was like kind of talking through it, and he's like, you know, "I'm not doing good. I think I might be dying."
Let me see. Also in 2006, Saddam Hussein was executed. Remember that video?
Yes.
They did release that footage.
That footage was out.
Yeah.
Saddam Hussein being hung. Pluto was demoted in 2006. Devastating news.
It was devastating. I still consider it a
Hey,
planet.
according to this article, by the time Steve Irwin actually died, the cameraman had stopped filming. According to Irwin's longtime filming partner, Justin Lyons, when the 8-foot wide Stingray propped up on its front and started stabbing wildly. Apparently, it stabbed him 100 times in a few seconds.
Holy cow.
I mean, that's what this said. Worse, though, according to Lyons, it was a 2-inch wide puncture over Irwin's heart where blood and fluid were spilling out. As they rushed Irwin to the shore, his last words were, "I'm dying."
Whoa. That's terrible.
As far as tech and science goes, it was the Blu-ray versus HD DVDs.
You still got a Blu-ray player?
No.
Neither do I.
It was the format war in 2006.
Yeah, I never did.
Format war between Blu-ray and HD DVD. Full swing in 2006. Blu-ray eventually emerged as the dominant format for high-def video.
According to the wife, the video was destroyed.
Okay. Apple's iPod was dominant in 2006.
Yeah, because the iPhone wasn't out yet.
And the rise of blogging. Blogging reached new heights in 2006 with platforms like Blogger and WordPress gaining popularity.
I'd love to go back and find those.
And that was a walk down memory lane. So seniors,
Memory lane.
Seniors, you know, graduating this year from high school, most likely born in 2006. That's what was going on.
Was 2006 an Olympic year? It was a FIFA year, too, wasn't it? I feel like 2006 was like a year of like these sports that only happen there, like the convergence.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. Was there 06 Winter Olympics and 06 FIFA Cup?
Yeah, I think so. I think that was the World Cup. I think that was the...
That was the Vuvuzela time, right? Was that when the Vuvuzelas were released?
That might have been 10. You talking about South Africa? And I think 06 wasn't that
that was
Zidane?
Vuvuzela.
That was South Africa.
Look it up.
Yeah, that may have been 2010. All right, today's August 13th. Back in the day, 110 years ago, 1914, genius Carl Wickman began using his beat-up gray car, which no one would buy, to take miners from their homes to mines in Minnesota. Miners, people like that mine.
Yes.
His taxi service took off, and he was soon able to buy more cars to service the mine workers. His little business is now called Greyhound. Greyhound Bus Corporation.
06 World Cup was in Germany, and it was Italy and France at the end. That's the one that Zidane
headbutted the guy?
Headbutted
that was 06?
Yeah.
63 years ago, 1961, East German soldiers sealed the border between East and West Berlin to stop East Berlin citizens from using West Berlin as an escape route to flee communism. In the middle of the night, while everybody slept, they tore up the streets, laid barbed wire and fences. 2 days later, they started pouring the concrete to make the barrier that became known as the Berlin Wall. The wall stayed up for 28 years, and then David Hasselhoff brought it down.
Thank you.
Parts of it are still there.
Know your history, kids.
It is one of the most amazing things to ever see. If you ever go to Berlin, follow the trail. They still have it in brick. Throughout most of the city, where it used to stand is a brick line that goes through, and it goes right by, or kind of over by Brandenburg Tor and all that. It is incredible place.
42 years ago, 1982, Fast Times at Ridgemont High was released. 29 years ago, 1995, Yankees Hall of Famer Mickey Mantle died after a battle with liver cancer. He was 63. 27 years ago, 1997, the debut of South Park. The first episode was called, anybody remember? The first ever episode of South Park that aired on Comedy Central was called Cartman Gets an Anal Probe.
Oh, yeah.
Really setting the tone.
Yep. 13 years ago, 2011, at the Indiana State Fair, tragedy strikes before a Sugarland performance when a gust of high wind causes the stage to collapse. 5 people killed. And 8 years ago today, in 2016, Star Wars legend Kenny Baker dies at the age of 81. And that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crap on Celebrities.
And we start with this. Joe Walsh is taking his Vets Aid concert to the New York City suburb of Elmont, New York. It's going to happen on November 11th at the UBS Arena. I've been impressed by Vets Aid in the past with the lineup. But this one, I'm kind of underwhelmed by the headliners. So this is the 8th annual show, and obviously it has an amazing cause. It raises money that goes directly to a variety of veterans organizations around the nation. So you'll get Joe Walsh, Toto, Eric Church, and Kool and the Gang. You know? Now, previous performers had included Don Henley, Ringo Starr, Stephen Stills, James Taylor, the Doobie Brothers, ZZ Top, Eddie Vedder, Keith Urban, Gary Clark Jr.
Maybe everybody's busy that day.
Maybe everybody's busy.
Yeah, Toto's like, we'll do it.
We'll do it. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 9 o'clock our time, Ticketmaster.com, if you want to go and travel and support the troops, obviously, with Joe Walsh.
I should also mention 06, the Cardinals won the World Series. My bad.
Whoa.
My bad, Cardinal Nation. Relax.
Alter Bridge and Slash singer Miles Kennedy is going to release a new solo album called The Art of Letting Go on October 11th. He says he's ready to show the world his 3rd studio solo release. He says, I can't hide behind a band, I feel comfortable. He also told Loudwire he believes that he's on Earth for one reason, saying that he was put on this planet to create and play music and make people happy in the process. That's Miles Kennedy.
Okay.
Bullet for my Valentine fans. You'll be excited to know that they're going to release a 20th anniversary edition of their debut album, The Poison, on November 29th. That's going to come in 2 different formats. Your weekly Jelly Roll update. The new college football season kicks off August 24th, and Jelly Roll is all up in it. He's doing ESPN's lead-in anthem this year. Here's a little clip of the song called Get By.
Okay. I get it.
I couldn't even take a drink of this.
I get it.
In TV news, Jimmy Kimmel turned down another chance to host the Oscars because he thought it would be too much to host 3 years in a row. Here's Kimmel talking on a recent podcast.
Okay.
But it's hard. It's a lot of work. And the show suffers a little bit, to be honest, your nightly show, because when I'm focused on the Oscars, I'm less focused on the show. And I just decided I didn't want to deal with that this year. It was just too much last year. You wind up pushing everything off till after the Oscars, and then you have to do everything you promised to do after the Oscars. Also, I did 2 years, went well. I did another 2 years, it went well. I figured I'd take a little break.
He says
you earned it, Jimmy Kimmel. You earned it.
He did earn it. He also says he thinks about hosting the Oscars, as anyone would, morning and night. He has all sorts of ideas, and he says he's not very good at balancing, and so his show suffers, and so he's taking a damn break, which is upsetting for fans because I feel like he does a great job at hosting, and I like that guy.
He does an adequate job.
He
ain't no Billy Crystal.
Well, it's a thankless job, too.
No one
Right.
is.
I feel like no one's ever happy. So it's like all of those award shows every year. It's like, oh, we didn't like this. We didn't like Ricky Gervais, or we didn't like this person. And I'm like, all the work that goes into it, and he's done adequate. He's
Well, then 1 year they're like, we'll have no host. And then people are like, there's no host. This is terrible.
Exactly.
Listen, just have Ricky Gervais do it all.
Dude, even if
Or
Billy
Tina
Crystal
and
did it
Amy.
right now, everybody would complain about it.
Amy Poehler and Tina, what's her face from SNL?
Fey?
Tina Fey. They did an excellent job that year they hosted. The MTV Video Music Awards is going to happen 1 day earlier than originally planned. The VMA date will now be on Wednesday, September 11th, from Tuesday,
Make
September
note, guys.
10th. So this is all because of the presidential debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump that prompted them to make the move. They know a lot of people are going to be watching that.
Oh, so the debate is on the 12th.
Is on the 10th.
Oh, it's on the 10th, so they're moving. Okay.
So they're moving it to the 11th.
Okay.
There you go. Rest in peace to voice actor Rachel Lillis. You maybe didn't know her name, but you might have known her voice if you ever watched Pokemon, the series. Here's a little audio sample of her in her character on Pokemon.
All of that cleaning really wore me out.
My aching everything.
There's no way these two are in any condition to go fishing.
Aw, too bad. We're doing just fine. Guess it's because we still have our youth.
So both of those voices are her,
Oh.
which is incredible. She died at the age of 46, very young, after a battle with breast cancer on Saturday, August 10th.
Oh, it's sad.
Netflix is doing an animated Ghostbusters series. The show was first reported to be in development in 2022, and so there's still some details that are under wraps, like plot.
So animated Ghostbusters?
Yes, coming to Netflix.
Anybody see a recent picture of Ernie Hudson, by the way?
No.
Yeah, Ernie Hudson
Stacked.
is 80,
Yeah.
81.
Dude stacked, bro.
Dude looks like he's in his 50s.
Yeah, he looked good in the last Ghostbusters.
What is his problem?
Takes care of himself,
Takes
probably.
care of himself.
What, did you say he was in his 80s?
Yeah.
Ernie Hudson.
I think Ernie Hudson
No, he's
is.
79.
That's practically
How,
80.
how old is he? 79?
I think 79. He was
When's
born in
his birthday?
45. December 45.
Oh, okay, so next year.
Okay, so he's 79 years old. Dude is
Ripped.
He definitely
ripped.
he looks no days over 51.
Love that.
and I don't know, did he sign some deal with Satan to never age? Because, my God.
Oh my gosh, yeah, dude, it's wild. Like I'm looking at a variation of photos over the last 30 years, and you could not put a year.
Dan
on any of
Aykroyd
these.
looks like old gum on a sidewalk.
Yeah, which we love. Damn, Ernie Hudson.
Ernie
Look at
Hudson,
that. Wow.
that's the picture I saw. The one on
this
the
thing
dude,
over here. Holy smokes!
He's wearing a
He looks
tight-
great.
tight black T-shirt.
He's wearing Rafe's outfit, his uniform.
Yeah, Ernie, don't be mowing my lawn, bro.
Looking good, Ernie.
He looks a lot better in it than I do.
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are celebrating more than their marriage after this weekend at the box office. The actors each have successful major movies. Over the weekend, Reynolds' Deadpool and Wolverine grossed $54 million domestically. Blake Lively's It Ends With Us coming in right behind with $50 million. So
All right, so
congratulations
you saw
to them.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I liked it.
It was good, right?
I really liked it. Yeah, I laughed a lot.
Did you go with your husband?
I did. I surprised him. You weren't here on Monday when I told the story, but I surprised him. He didn't know what we were going to see at the Alamo. And I picked Deadpool, and he was very, very excited.
What did he think? I mean,
Out of the two movies?
what movies were playing there?
Well, the movies that I wanted to see the new Nick Cage thriller where he's the serial killer,
Oh, Longlegs?
Longlegs. And Tim doesn't really like horror movies that much. And so he was like, you pick. And I knew what to do. I wanted to see Deadpool. You guys had all seen it, so.
And what'd you think of Alamo? Was that your first time there?
No, it was my second. I loved it. I love the Alamo. If I lived
Did you get
closer, I'd
something
go
to
all the
eat?
time. Oh, yeah, we spent like $200. Yeah.
It's all
here's what we
pricey.
had. We had apps. I had a pizza. I had some sort of cauliflower. I had a pregnant woman next to me, by the way, who was disgusted the entire time with what I was eating. We had cocktails, Deadpool cocktails, and then we had milkshakes. And it was the thickest milkshake I've ever tried to drink in my life.
Why
Couldn't
was
get
she
through it.
disgusted?
She was just way pregnant, and like I know my
nauseous.
food was smelling gross. I had everything. The cauliflower, the margarita pizza. I could just tell. I felt terrible. Like I hurried up and ate it, and like shoved it in a box and got it out of her sight. I felt so
that
bad.
seems to be Pregosaurus Rex's problem. I paid $200 for this food.
Well, I didn't want her to have a bad time. Like her man's was drinking beer. She was, she had her blanket, and she was all pregnant. She's an adorable lady. Anyway,
The movie was good.
the movie was great. I love the cute, ugly dog in it.
Oh, yeah. Is that the
Yeah.
world's ugliest dog?
I think so.
Is it a crested? What
Yes.
are those Chinese crested? Something.
I think it is the world's ugliest dog. I think like the title of world's ugliest dog is this thing.
Right.
And it is ugly.
Yeah, it's
So
definitely
ugly.
a mutant for sure.
Super cute, though. Deadline says Aquaman director James Wan is in talks to direct a reboot of the horror classic Creature from the Black Lagoon for Universal. This is exciting because, Frankenstein, Dracula, out of all the classic horror monsters, they get redone throughout time, but nobody's really taken on the Creature of the Black Lagoon. And so here is a clip from the 1954 original feature.
All right. Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Science couldn't explain it, but there it was, alive in the deep, deep waters of the Amazon. A throwback to a creature that had existed 100 million years ago, immensely strong and destructive. A woman's beauty, the bait that brought it out of its lair.
This is the,
See underwater
green,
thrills
the green
never
monster.
photographed before.
Yeah, with the
See
Yeah,
titanic
Swamp Thing.
underwater battles never dreamed of before in this most terrifying of the science fiction adventures.
You know, I'm excited.
Very silly looking.
I loved all those movies. My dad used to show us all that stuff. Them and Beginning of the End with the giant grasshoppers and
The
Swamp
Blob.
Thing. And yeah, what was the one that took place in the ice? You know, like up in the in the
Kurt
Arctic
Russell?
or something? No, it was before that.
Oh,
Shoot.
I don't know.
well, I love
The
that.
Thing? Is that what it was?
That's the
Thing?
one with Kurt Russell.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, but I guess that was a remake, though, right? When he did it in the
The
80s.
Thing? I think The Blob. The Thing was OG. That was an original John Carpenter. The Blob was an old, like, 1940s that got redone with also Kurt Russell, I
Maybe
believe.
the Blob. I love that James Wan is doing this though because he did
Who's
the
James Wan?
He did the Conjuring. He did Insidious, Aquaman. He's really good. Has an eye, especially in the Conjuring. He's got an eye for making you go back in time because that movie takes place in the 70s and it's following Ed and Lorraine Warren and their demonology and whatnot. I hope that he does that sort of vibe. Like he tries to actually take us back to the 50s. I think that'd be really cool. So we'll see. The Anthony Bourdain biopic is in the works. It got announced. Matt Johnson, who's behind the well-received Blackberry feature, is set to direct a script. Kitchen Confidential was made into a TV series back in 2005 starring Bradley Cooper as a stand-in for Anthony Bourdain. And then if you've
Yeah,
seen
that was a giant failure, that show.
I know, I've never watched that.
It was on for like 2 or 3 episodes.
Really?
I'm sorry, wait, what? They did a Bradley Cooper show about
yeah.
Anthony Bourdain?
No, it was
On the
Kitchen.
book.
It was based on his book, Kitchen Confidential.
Well, must have crushed. Never heard of it.
That's
It
what
was
we-
on for like 2 episodes. That was it.
Whoa.
Was
I'd like
canceled.
to go rewatch it.
It was
though,
good.
to see.
I liked it.
Did you?
It was? Wait, what is it?
It's
So they
like
just
a
redid-
show.
It's like the bear before the bear. Like him talking
It's a
about
show about
being in the
a
kitchen.
a chef in the kitchen. But it was on a network,
With Bradley Cooper
Oh, yeah, before Bradley
acting
Cooper was famous.
as Anthony Bourdain.
acting as the chef.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
But what's great about this, and did you see Roadrunner, the documentary?
Yeah.
That was excellent. I thought that was so well done after he died and his family and friends all put together. Roadrunner, which really told the story about his life and the ups and downs of being
And
his
really,
friend
that
and
woman he
lover.
was with at the end of his life really messed him up.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is exciting, though.
Not
because-
saying he was not at fault for
Right, I was going to
anything.
say, he had his own issues.
happens.
He had his own
addiction
issues.
and all sorts
But
of
the woman he was with, had some issues too.
Sure. I'm excited. I don't know who exactly is going to be playing Anthony Bourdain. Nobody really comes to mind who looks like him.
Oh,
Yeah, I was trying to think of
what's
that.
his name from Best Friend's Wedding? Perfect Bourdain.
Oh, Dermot Mulroney?
Not that guy, the other guy, the best friend from the Best Friend's Wedding. Rupert? What's his name?
Oh, Rupert.
Rupert Grint?
No.
I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
no.
Rupert?
Not the redheaded guy from Harry Potter. Not a great Anthony Bourdain.
That is
Rupert.
actually a great.
He's like one of the most, he's a very famous British actor.
Oh,
You can't
Michael
get a-
Caine,
You can't get a British guy to play Bourdain.
Come
a very
on.
famous British actor. Tom Hardy.
Is it Rupert Everett?
No.
Rupert Everett. That's it.
No?
Rupert Everett.
Tom Hardy, I mean, throw a strange
I don't want
voice
his
on.
voice.
Put a
on
New York
this.
accent on him.
If you want to snap, crackle, and pop for vacation, guys, you can check out the new Rice Krispies Retreat Suite in Cape Cod. This suite is decked out in Rice Krispies themed craft station, ball pit, treat yourself station that includes fort building kit along with an ocean view. You can book this right now. There's even a spa.
Fort building kit?
Yes, all made of Rice Krispie treats. Rice Krispies treatsretreats.com. And finally, it is back to school season. And so now that's a good time to argue about some of the best high school movies of all time. Ranker.com put together with people's votes. And I have a list of the top 10 high school movies. So these are movies that were part of high school.
Okay, so high school is featured in the, so
It's a
Fast
character.
Times
Fast
is number
Times. Fast Times is number 7. Thank
Breakfast
you.
Club.
one. What?
Breakfast Club is number 1.
Yeah.
Fast Times is number
7.
7?
Something up to it, man. That's my favorite line.
Ferris
in that movie.
Bueller.
Ferris Bueller's number 3.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future's number 2.
Okay, wait.
Oh, man,
I mean,
Moon is
come on,
schooling
brah.
you right now.
this.
Yeah.
Who loves high schoolers?
Get you a piece. High School Musical.
High school. No.
Okay.
No musical. Oh, actually, there is a musical.
16 Candles.
16 Candles, number 5.
Grease.
Grease, number 4.
Damn. Come on, Rafe, get in on this.
Ah, you guys are too fast, man. I got nothing. I don't
High
know. You
school.
said all the ones I know.
High school.
High school.
What are we missing?
You're missing 95, 89, 99, and 2004.
89.
Better not be The Faculty. Somehow that weasels its way onto these
Never Ending
lists.
Story?
Never that good of a show.
He wasn't in high school, I don't think.
No, it wasn't, but you said 89. Lean on Me.
No.
Okay.
These are all fun movies. Well, one of these, Dead Poet Society's number 9.
What about Dazed and Confused? Did somebody say that already?
No, it's not on this list, which is unfortunate.
Wow.
Give me the years again.
Okay, so 2004, this is from the perspective of the chicks.
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls.
Yeah, that's a good one.
1999, also from the perspective of chicks.
Varsity
really
Blues?
cool chick. Loved her. Wanted to
Clueless?
be her.
Oh, Clueless.
Clueless
Yes.
is number 10. That's 1995. This is 99.
99.
This is a great movie even
Cool chick.
still. Cool chick, had a cool car, got to date a cool guy, was a total B sometimes.
Was this Heath Ledger? 10 Things I Hate About You.
10 Things I Hate About You is
never
number
seen
8.
it.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
But your top 3 high school movies of all time, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Back to the Future, and The Breakfast Club. The 80s are
I
ruling.
guess you can't argue with that.
Yeah, no, you can't. What was the 89 one?
1989 was Dead Poet Society.
The thing I would argue there is Back to the Future barely takes place.
Oh.
It doesn't really revolve around the high school experience, does it?
Yeah, for sure, dude.
No,
I mean,
he's in the high school in the 60s.
He's constantly being called a slacker, and then he goes back to it,
Yeah.
and he's dealing with his dad's high school dance.
Enchantment Under the Sea.
It's all school
All right.
stuff. It's all
I
school.
guess when we introduced a time-traveling DeLorean, I feel like we pivoted out of the high school
I
experience.
would take Dead Poet Society out and put Dazed and Confused in.
I would as well.
All right, Moon.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. We're packed, guys. Hold on to your seats.
Oh, wow.
DeMarcus Cousins, former NBA All-Star, is 34. Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, is 42. Andy Griggs, I don't know who the hell that is, he's 51. John Slattery.
Oh,
that
Mad
is,
Men.
yeah, that's Roger Sterling from Mad Men. He's 62. Danny Bonaducci is 65.
Danny Bonaducci.
Kevin Teague, that's John Locke's father on Lost. You know the guy's face. He's in a whole bunch of other stuff. He's in Roadhouse and Emergency and whatever. He's 80. And Jocelyn Elders, the first African-American Surgeon General. Ironically, Bill Clinton fired her for encouraging masturbating education. She's 91 years old.
All right, happy birthday. Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Wendy Whoppers. That's right, Wendy Whoppers. See if you could pick up a theme.
Okay.
With her movies. She has been in 76 fine films, including Big Boob Ball, The Big Boob Bikini Bash, Big Bust Babes 11, Big Busty Whoppers, The Breast Man Goes to Breastland,
Wow.
The Frat Girls of Double Double D, Humongous Hooters, Jiggly Queens 1, and who could forget a role in 1993's Much More Than a Mouthful 3. Wendy Whoppers is 56 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a break.
I'm going to slide one in we forgot on celebrity birthdays. He's 15 today and his first day of school. Happy birthday, Caden, my second son.
Hey.
All grown up, got a Patrick Mahomes haircut. Starting school today, 1 year away from driving. Congratulations, brother.
Congratulations.
Very sweet.
Have a great birthday and first day back at school.
Yeah, kind of a bummer,
That
probably.
sucks. All right, we'll take a break. Your emails are next, which we have been kind of slacking on. Those are building up. We got your emails next. Also, Blues fans, an announcement about Riz Show Night of the Blues game. All the details next.
Awesome.
You watching the
Is
play?
a live number 2 show at 10:15 this morning, directly after the number 1 show. Rafe Williams will be your host.
Correct.
What's going on today?
Oh, lots going on. You're back. You're going to be with me at 10:15 to 10:30 before you promptly walk out. Call 818-532-1420. That's 818-532-1420. You can call right now because it's now a 24-hour hotline, and boy, they have not disappointed me. There are some good.
Nice.
Oh, baby. I was listening through the messages yesterday. You guys, a lot of 4 a.m. drunken calls. I loved some of them. Some of them couldn't make them out. That's fine. Don't care. But keep calling the line. You can call in right now if there's something you want to ask me or Riz or want us to talk about. You can call in right now and leave a message, 818-532-1420, or you can call and talk to us live on the show on the Points YouTube app at 10:15.
You know, I'm still fascinated. This is Wendy Whoppers, our porno birthday lady.
Yeah.
St. Louis
She's
zone.
from St. Louis. I'm trying to find out what high school she went to.
Go Flyers. You know what I mean?
You're predicting Lindbergh?
Well, that's what actually Lern
Pattonville.
said. That was Lern's guess. Said, hey, I'm a Lindbergh grad, so go Flyers. I bet you Wendy
Somebody's got to
Whoppers.
know.
Please let us know.
How
Wendy
old?
Whoppers.
How old was she?
Born in 1970, so today she is 54.
All right. Well, happy birthday, St. Louis's own.
Let me see. I was looking at her bio. It's you cannot find where she
Right.
went to high school. Let me see. Biography. Whoppers worked as a.
What was her real name?
She goes by Tommy Tatas.
Oh, look at that. She's
No,
on the
that's-
IMDb. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
She's on the wiki page for Limerick Flyers.
I don't know. What is her real name?
Notable alum.
Whoppers worked as a popcorn demonstrator in supermarkets and a waitress in restaurants before becoming an exotic dancer at the age of 18. These jobs were held while she earned her degree in laboratory technology.
look at her. Brains and brawn. And
She
boobs.
decided to try dancing because of the amount of money she hoped to earn. She dropped out of school, and got her natural B cups. With the help of breast implants, she augmented to 80 Triple H.
Whoa. They don't sell those sizes at Target. I'll tell you
80
that much.
Triple H. Damn. Those are some big uns. So happy birthday, St. Louis's own Wendy Whoppers. Hey, put this on the calendar. The next Riz Show night at the Blues game is January 16th, 2025. Riz Show night at the Blues game back January 16th. See your Blues take on the Calgary Flames. That's a Thursday night over at Enterprise Center. Your special Riz Show night theme ticket will include an exclusive co-branded Blues Riz Show jersey. That's right. This year we are giving away jerseys.
It's awesome.
Incredible.
Really good quality. We were on a huge meeting. There was a lot of samples.
Oh, yeah. We touched so much fabric.
We touched so much fabric that day.
We did.
We touched so much cloth that day.
Mm-hmm.
And the design is great. We have a little heart with the JB over our hearts. And the best part is a portion of your ticket goes to benefit Operation Food Search. So, tickets for Riz Show night will go on sale next Thursday. That's the 22nd at 10 a.m. Do not, I repeat, do not buy regular tickets for the game if you want that jersey. If you want the Riz Show night Blues jersey, you have to go to the special theme night ticket found at the theme night ticket link. You go to the Blues website. We'll link to it on our website. Mm-hmm. We'll put out social media and just click a link. But just don't buy regular Blues tickets because you're not going to get the jersey.
Right.
You have to buy the special theme night ticket. So put it on the calendar, January 16th, the next Riz Show night at the Blues game. You know what today is? Today is Left-Handers Day.
Oh.
Any of us left-handers?
No, my dad is, though. So, it's in the family.
I can't even write.
We're all right-handed?
Yeah.
Here?
Oh, man. I'm terrible at writing with my left hand.
Happy Left-Handers Day, celebrating the 1 in 10 people who have it just a little bit harder in life. Unless you're a lefty, you don't notice how many things are designed for right-handed people. Like, the big ones like scissors and can openers.
Yeah.
But a couple more things you may not notice are really just for right-handed people. Left-handed people are screwed. Like zippers on jeans. The flap covering the zipper is on the left.
That's right.
So it's nearly impossible to zip with your left hand. Credit card machines. The swiper's always on the right. And if there's a pen, it's tethered to the right side of the machine. Just like the pens at banks. Measuring cups. If you hold one in your left hand, you're stuck measuring in millimeters instead of ounces.
Bummer.
And nobody likes millimeters.
I never realized such things.
Car fobs, like the kind that with the key that opens like a knife. The button is always set up for righties. Lefties have to open them upside down. Microwaves, if you push the button to open it with your left hand, the door hits your arm. Rulers and tape measures, if you use a tape measure left-handed, the numbers are upside down. Power tools like chop saws, the handle you pull down is on the right. If you want to use it lefty, you have to cross your arms and reach over the blade. Not safe. Novelty coffee cups, guys. If there's only printing on the one side, it faces out for righties so other people could see it. For lefties, it looks blank to other people. Playing cards. A lot of them only have numbers in 2 of the 4 corners, so you can't see them well when you're playing with your left hand. And serrated knives. Even a lot of lefties don't know. The teeth are set up to offset the tendency to twist clockwise with your right hand. So lefties tend to cut things like bread thinner at the top and fatter at the bottom. So now you know.
Thank you.
Imagine the stick shift days. That ain't set up for a lefty.
No. Unless you're driving in England.
Yeah.
Which I'd love to try out driving in England on the left side.
It's fun. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's not as
with a
difficult.
manual transmission car.
I did it in Ireland.
I'd love to just try it out.
I did it in Ireland with a manual, and didn't know we were in a manual. It was and Mallory actually on the way across the lot was like, "Yo, what if it's a stick?" And I was like, "No, they wouldn't do that without telling you." And sure enough, got in it, and it was a stick, and we had an 8-hour drive.
Oh my
It was
goodness.
my first real time driving wrong side of the road, and it was with a stick. And dude, it was freaking awesome. It was fun, and I got friends to attest. I drove them 7 hours back, and they may have gotten a little bit sick. My wife may have thrown up in the front lawn of a church on some windy roads in Northern Ireland
Because of your terrible
It wasn't
manual
terrible.
transmission driving.
No, it's because she was sitting in the passenger seat, which
Oh,
was
she's not used
normally
to it.
driver's
Yeah.
seat. She's got no wheel in front of her, and now we're on these little winding roads flying all through the back
Oh
roads
my
of Ireland.
goodness. I threw up too.
It made her sick.
Adrian says that I guess she's redoing her kitchen, and under disabilities, left-handed is listed. So if you want to make your kitchen set up for left-handers, it's listed under disability. I don't know. I'm
Wow.
just going by what they said here. All right. Emails?
I will say that lefties always have, or almost always have, way better handwriting. Way cooler.
Dirtier hands though, because they got to push the pen.
Yeah,
you know?
but my dad's handwriting is some of the most
Really? I didn't notice that.
beautiful. Oh, dude, it's so cool. So cool.
Interesting.
My son shoots hockey left-handed.
Yeah, but isn't he supposed to? Aren't they saying that that's how you're supposed
That's
to
how
learn?
you're supposed to do it. So hockey players say. A right-handed person should shoot lefty. I don't know. Listen, I don't know these things.
Listen.
Whatever. Emails.
Emails brought to you by Kloss Furniture. Lowest prices guaranteed. We have something for everybody. Hey, I'm just going to throw this one out there. I meant to read this yesterday, but we didn't get to it. Over the weekend, my mother lost our 1-year-old puppy, and we're hoping we could have anybody in the Zumble-Drost area keep an eye out. He's 40 pounds, black and white mix with a black harness on. Please email. You can just email the show, and we'll pass it on to their email.
What's
Please
the
and
dog's
thank you.
name?
Didn't mention that. Didn't mention that.
How
40
do I know
pound,
who to call?
black and white mix with a black harness, 1-year-old puppy.
Ah, it sucks.
Just putting out the, what's that, APB?
All points bulletin for the little dog.
All Puppy Bulletin.
And what area?
Zumbel-Drost
Okay.
area. Drosty, I don't know how to say that.
If you find a 1-year-old puppy, let us know.
Okay.
We'll pass the info along. Next.
Hey, love you all. Just hanging out in my bedroom with my cat Bowie, and the door closed because somehow I have no idea how. A bat got in my apartment and is now flying around and trapped. I live in Botanical Heights near Missouri Botanical Gardens on the first floor of a 2-story old brick building. What the actual hell? What would you guys do?
If a bat
Yeah.
flew into my house,
She says,
get a broom.
I called my mom first, obviously. She gave the phone to my dad, and he said to call the non-emergency police line. I called them. They gave me the number for pest control company, which my dad said, don't waste their time because it's, in the middle of the night. So I put in a maintenance report with my landlord. Really just don't know what to do. Obviously, I can't stay here forever, but I won't be sleeping tonight. That's for sure.
you shoo it out of there.
I'm 38,
Carefully.
live alone besides Bowie, listen every day and love the show.
Aren't you afraid of getting rabies and stuff?
You got to go all great outdoors and, do what John Candy and Dan Aykroyd did. Grab a blanket. They put helmets on or something.
Yeah.
They got tennis rackets and just see what you can do.
Put it in a bag.
Get
Rafe,
it.
how do you get rid of a bat?
Don't.
You don't.
Got a new pet.
You live with it?
That's right.
This is the bat
You've been
cave.
chosen. Now lives among you. Fresh
Yeah,
guano.
think of it that way. The bat chose you to live with.
Bat chose you, man.
Be honored.
It's like Batman, dude. Pretty cool.
I like bats. I think they're cute, but I am afraid. They're just so odd. Their little shmush nose and their fangs.
Ugly.
Oh,
They crap all over the place.
Their cute little hands.
I honestly don't know. I think we had one time, and I just opened the door and it got out on its own. I didn't have to do a lot of. Wasn't like Tommy Boy. Was that Tommy Boy or Black Sheep? Or was like touch it, you touch it.
Black Sheep.
Black Sheep.
Yeah.
I had a couple bats living above my door when I lived in Chesterfield,
That's right. I remember that.
and they were crapping where the door, like where the door is. And
Guano.
What is going on there? And I looked up. There was 2 bats. I called Amco Ranger, and a guy came out with a big stick and just went, shoot them away. That was it. That's all you got to do, shoot them away. Next.
Hello, Ted.
Hello.
I was listening to the show the other day, and you guys were talking about very unique collections. I thought I would share an uncommon collection that I have. I collect militaria. These are military items from various wars, including World War II, Korean War, Vietnam, etc. The items I have range from helmets to daggers to uniforms to medals and badges, even an M6 tank sight. The heck is that?
Whoa.
While some items are considered controversial, it's the history behind them that is so fascinating. Something I always think
when
about.
he says some items are controversial, you know he's talking about Nazi memorabilia.
Yeah, you have a swastika
100%.
plate, like
100%.
an American Beauty, like that, Dad. Great.
I always think about
What else would be controversial?
Right.
I always think about how did it get here? Who had it before me? Anyways, just thought I would share. Love the show. You guys rock. Yeah, I wonder what the heck is an M6 tank sight? Somebody look that up.
I bet you it's a big iron sight.
Oh, like inside what they use to aim the turret. That seems a little cooler.
But you know what he's saying when some of this may be controversial.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're talking about.
We know.
I see what you're going here.
It's fine. Yes, there is history behind it. Next.
Hey guys, y'all were talking about your almost baby names. Your mom thought I was a boy till I was born. I'm sorry, my mom thought I was a boy until I was born. When I came out a girl, she wasn't sure what she wanted to name me. Later, she told me that my dad wanted to name me Ty Lee, and my dad says, that's the stupidest name I've ever heard, right in front of my mom's nurse, whose name was Ty Lee.
Whoops.
That's where my mom got the name. Also, why did you guys remove We Love Larry from your Twitter bio? Sad. That always made me laugh. Team Riz member Brian.
That's a long time ago.
Hey, so you found out that you were supposed to be a Laura Ann, right?
Laura Ann, yeah. That's right.
Remember we asked what I was going to be?
Yeah.
So I asked my mom, and she said, well, first of all, you probably wouldn't have been adopted if you were a gal.
Oh.
But if you were, our girl name was Laura Ruth. We got 2 Lauras in here.
Whoa.
Well, you want to talk about a dumb name, you want to talk about adoption, I got this story.
Okay.
So a mom has sparked a debate after revealing she's considering allowing her son to change his name for his 7th birthday. So she explained how she adopted her son 3 years ago. So the kid's going to be 7. He was adopted. He was just about 4 years old, 4 years old. And the mom, when she adopted the kid, didn't want to change his name because that's the name he was given at birth. And 3, 4 years old, he's gone through life with that name. But now that he's older, he's started to really not like the name he was given because it's unusual and it's the same word as a common piece of furniture. The kid is named Table.
Table. Huh.
It's Tablé. You're mispronouncing it.
The kid's name is Table. And she says he had a rather unusual name, but we decided to keep it. We researched a lot, and although the name seemed awfully silly, it felt wrong to take his name from him. His name is the name of a piece of furniture. His name is Table.
His middle name is Leaf.
We actually decided to keep his entire name, but we just rearranged things to include other surnames. His full name is Table Michael Harrison.
Sounds like you're a Michael.
So I guess he gets upset when they're taking roll in class, and they say the name Table. He goes, he's going to be 7. Kids are starting to make fun of him.
Dude, so they adopted him when he was 4?
Yeah.
And they were calling him Table that whole time?
His 7th birthday is coming up, and he asked if we could change his name to Harrison for his birthday present.
Yeah. Why not? What's the problem with this? What's wrong with this?
So his full name was Table Michael Harrison, but now that he's adopted, it's Table Michael Harrison Smith -Jones. What?
Good God. Oh, dude. You shouldn't have let a kid do this. I hate to say that. You should have changed it at 4. Right? I mean,
the kid's name is Table.
Were they
What?
calling the kid Table at first? Serious question. I mean, maybe there's a little confusion there, but I bet you they weren't. And if they weren't, why didn't they just change it then? Well, what are you honoring?
Where he was conceived.
Well, he probably, I mean, you're adopted. You know that maybe you're holding on to all sorts of things. You know, you were adopted when you were a baby, right? Or a little kid.
Yeah. Couple months.
So you kind of grew into knowing what you knew from your family. But he's 4. He was cognizant of his name was Table. Now he's got a new parent. You know, his life has probably been chaos. He's probably, I don't know how psychologically damaging that is to rename a child as you're adopting them that minute. It's a lot of change all at once.
Yeah, but at 4, you're not going to remember it.
You don't think?
No, and I think all of us, when we're between 7 and 11, we're trying to change our name to something stupid, right? Weren't we?
For sure.
So everybody. So what I'm saying is he's in the middle of this phase, but actually has some identity stuck to it. You should have never let it get to this point.
Yeah, but
you should have changed it at 4.
Harrison's fine.
Yeah, and that's great. And at least he's picking something reasonable, and it's got some tracking here.
Yeah, what was his middle name? You know, so it's Table Michael Harrison.
That was a middle name, or that was his former last name?
His full name was Table Michael Harrison.
So he's trying to take his former surname. So he's got some attachment. I think that's reasonable. Good. Let
That's
it go
reasonable.
and wash your hands and move on.
What a great kid. What a thoroughly thought out kid.
Well, and also, what the hell kind of parent would give their name Table?
Right.
Probably somebody not fit to be a parent. Thank God this kid is
Maybe
with a
that's
good
where he
home
was
now.
conceived.
Listen, I had a couple, we won't say technical, but I had a couple names before I was adopted and given a name. And they didn't mean nothing. I mean, they meant something, but nothing. Like, what? You know, there's power in a name, and at the same time, there's only so much power there's only the power that you give it.
Where'd Moon come from? I've never asked you
that was from a song from years and years ago. And when I was starting Greek Fire, we did not want anything that we were doing associated with the other bands that we were from.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to kind of stand on its own, and like no faces, no familiar names, none of the same guitars. Like we really just like wanted to start from blank, so people didn't see it as a side project because it really was like much more than that. And that was from a song that I was writing about feeling like I was a satellite in my own world. Like I affected it, but I wasn't in it. You know what I mean? Like I was, I don't know, kind of caught in between.
I like it.
And it was talking about I am a moon.
Fly me
a
to the
satellite
moon.
kind of thing. And it took for that band, and then within a year or two I was in radio, and it just made sense.
Table.
But yeah, it's no Table. I'll tell you that.
No Table. Yeah, let the kid change his name.
Same. Agreed. Let it be known.
It's a lamp.
Harrison's fine. No, I had a couple kids when I was in elementary school. I a couple kids who were born. One kid was born in Korea. His name was Bumsuck.
Oh yeah.
He changed his name to Joey. Another kid, Rizzuto, changed his name to Paul. So over the summer break, Bumsuck was known as Joey when he came back.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, here in St. Louis, we probably had no less than 3 or 4 people from different Asian countries that were here, and every one of them, picked like a more American name. They all picked Brian. There was about 4 Brians that I knew from Asia.
With a Y or an I, do you remember?
I don't remember.
I
want to say IAN.
All right.
But that was the go-to.
Brian.
A lot of Brians, formerly known as something else.
Whatever, to Americanize themselves.
Right, yeah. Brian was
Listen,
the easy one.
Bumsuck made the right call.
For sure.
I don't know, man. Kind of stands out in the right way.
This generation loves that.
I think that's pretty
I could have
dope.
made a name for himself.
Bumsuck Jupiter Kim.
Yeah.
I wonder what he's doing now.
Dude, and he went by Joey?
Yeah.
He's got Jupiter in his name?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
you'd hate
sweet.
that. Jupiter, get out of here. There's only room for one Celestial body in this room.
Wow, that's so cool.
Planet Wars.
Bumsuck Jupiter Kim.
That's a cool
Badass name, right?
Yeah.
He didn't like it. Next.
Oh, okay. Let's go to this was great. Okay, so a show a while back, Lern stated with confidence that a grundle was a group of kittens. No fact-checking, no Snopes or Bill Nye verification, just a few. That's a weird coincidence that your grundle definition for a group of kittens is way different than mine. She stood by it. Fast forward to the end of my day, and Thursday at 3 p.m., we have market-wide group Zoom meetings with several managers and leaders along with us commoners. And as I logged in, I could hear a few coworkers talking, and one gentleman asked innocently to the group, "Who knows what a pile of kittens are?" I hate little obscure trivia or, bad, dumb jokes, but I knew the answer to this.
A pile of kittens?
Yeah.
Either he listened to the show or the world of coincidence was shining on me as I turned on my webcam and unmuted myself to announce, "Adam, I got this one." There was a slight pause, and I couldn't read the virtual room very well as I had just joined, like I was going to say something dumb or steal his thunder. And I proudly said again, "I know this. A pile of kittens is referred to as a grundle." I watched a few thumbnail screens of my coworkers put their hands up and cover their mouths. I watched a few people looking at their keyboard and frantically type. Then the announcement came. "Please, everyone, if you just logged in and you heard Matt say grundle, please do not use your work computer to Google the meaning of grundle."
What's a grundle?
Yeah, we never really did fact check you on that. And that's our fault.
Pile of kittens.
The boss then,
It's called a Kindle.
A Kindle. Okay.
The boss then said, "I repeat, nothing on company computers about grundles, please."
Gosh damn it. Listen, I got probably some sort of dyslexia. And I knew it was indle. And so I went grundle. I know that's not IN. It's a UN. But listen, in my head it makes sense. And that's what I want it to be.
A group of kittens is called a Kindle.
Gosh
Or a
damn it.
meowtain or something.
What's a grundle then? Oh my God.
Yeah,
The grundle
is the...
is...
The taint?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so the email continues. "I looked at everybody and without blinking, I said, 'Obviously you guys are spelling grundle wrong.'" So he said it again. After what seemed like 5 minutes of nervous stares and audio feeds being muted with laughter, Adam corrected me to get everyone back on track. "Matt, a pile of kittens is called a meowtain, not whatever you just said." Realizing that my favorite radio show had finally infiltrated my professional life, I did not want to out myself by admitting that I heard it on the show today. It has to be true. I instead doubled down the way that I knew how. I told the entire room, 50 to 60 people, that my science teacher, Miss Gooch, taught us
Miss
at the
Gooch?
middle
Miss
school.
Gooch, which is another word for taint.
Yes.
They then muted me and started the meeting.
Oh boy, I apologize.
Okay, so
to
I
my
just looked up
friends.
grundle, and it says a vulgar slang term for the perineum, the area between the anus and genitalia. It's also known as the taint, gooch, or the chad.
Oh.
I see that.
Someone just tried to change Chud to Chad.
Chode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
Chode.
keep trying to take that away from us, but I'll
Chode will
stand by
live. Yep.
It says chad.
it. Sure.
Well, what's this person's name?
That was Matt.
Matt, I am so sorry, pal. It is a Kendall, and I am removing my crown as the cat queen, and I am now going to be the gooch queen.
Well,
Thank you.
yeah, that's on me for not fact checking on that. So.
I can
Sorry.
just see this guy unmuting going, "Oh, hey, I got this.
I got this.
I know
think
the answer."
we are hiring for promotions if you need a job.
Damn it.
All right, listen, we got to take a break. We'll come back. Let's play 3 and 5. Okay.
Sounds good,
We didn't
man.
do this yesterday. We'll play 3 and 5.
We got some big tickets to give out.
Big ticket items. We got tickets to go see Green Day coming up on Thursday, August 15th. That's this Thursday. Hollywood Casino Amphitheater, Green Day and Rancid. We got tickets to go see Imagine Dragons on Friday. We got tickets to go see Blue October, also playing Friday. And we got tickets to go see the Smashing Pumpkins. That will be next Wednesday night, the 21st, over at the amphitheater. What?
This deserves something. We were talking about, this deserves a mention. We were talking about the kid named Table.
Yeah.
Austin texted in and said, just wait till Table brings a girl home. She'll be a one-night stand. Oh, come on. So good. All right.
Listen, Scott's not here.
Love King
We don't
Scott.
need...
We don't need AI,
We don't
Scott.
need... Yeah, we don't
in the
need somebody
chat.
trying to be Scott.
That was pretty good.
All right, if you want to play 3 and 5, 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. Moon will give you a topic. You name 3 things in that topic within 5 seconds. 2 out of 3 right, you win your choice of prizes. 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. Remember, no ums or ahs to start your answer. Out to Shelly's Smash Burgers for
Holy
bringing us
cow.
some lunch. So, Shelly Smash Burgers, brand new Phillips 66 at 4504 Limburg. So, I guess it's inside the gas station convenience store.
Yeah.
The burgers look great, but those tater tots, whatever those are, my God.
That's the greatest, like, well, you could eat it in a single bite, but imagine like a giant tater tot, but it's got like cheese and chives in it. Holy cow, it's so good.
Size of a marshmallow.
So they got those smash burgers. They apparently do breakfast too.
Hey, and the burgers are great, by the way. I just ate one, and it is like exactly what a smash burger should be. Nothing too much. You know how some people just go too...
Yeah.
They put too many things on it, or they just try to get too fancy. This is just right down the middle of the lane. Super, super good. You add that tater tot thing or whatever they're calling those, and this is right over by my old high school. If this existed when I went to school there,
oh yeah,
I'd be there every day.
Was that Matthew that gave us his food?
Could
his
be.
name was Matthew. Yes.
Matthew Unger?
Could be, yeah.
Well, thank you
so
much, and visit Shelly Smash Burgers down.
Said he's a huge fan, by the way. Listens every day.
Thank you. That was very nice of you. Yeah, smash burgers, man. Those are hot right now. Smash burgers. And by the way, I am getting a Blackstone. I'm doing it.
Are you?
I'm getting a Blackstone grill. I was very against it when they first came out.
What are you waiting to the end of the summer sale or something?
Well, my birthday's on Saturday,
Little birthday gift.
so I'm getting myself a birthday gift.
That's nice.
I was very against it
Why were you against
because
it?
it was so popular, and you know me. I'm a hater.
It seems so versatile, more versatile than a normal grill.
I'm a hater, and if something's popular, I like to hate on things. I enjoy taking the fun out of other people's enjoyment.
Yeah, we know.
So,
What made you come around was when we went to Rural King. Be honest, when they had him sitting out front, we were kind of eyeballing him a little bit. Was that Rural King, or what was the name of that place?
yes,
Menards?
that was the start. That was the start.
I saw a little twinkle in your eye.
No,
You tried to hide it.
I went to when we were on vacation. There was an Asian restaurant on the resort, and they were doing hibachi.
You made the volcano?
And the guy made the onion volcano. I go, damn it, kids.
I could do that.
Man, I just
Who
saw,
doesn't want
I
this
saw
at
the
home?
imagination cloud above your head just now while your kids and wife are enjoying it.
Rizbachi.
The Clark Griswold fantasy where it's you in the big tall hat
Yeah,
with a little raccoon underneath it.
teppanyaki.
Putting the egg in your hat.
Yeah, who wants to see an egg roll? And then you
Yeah, popping
You roll the
shrimp
egg.
into all your family's mouths.
Yeah.
We love you, Dad. You said we love you, Dad, out loud at the resort. And everybody's like, what'd you say? And you're like, oh, nothing.
I was daydreaming right there.
Yeah, dude. You're like staring off into the distance, like, we love you, Dad. What'd you say? Huh? Nothing. I'll be at the beach. He just ran away.
So pathetic.
I know, but I think I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I've been watching YouTube videos of people making stuff. Smash burgers and chicken fried rice and
Oh, damn.
like Philly cheesesteaks, and you can do vegetables on there. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
You should.
You deserve it.
Yeah, thank you. Also, hey, so again, thank you, Shelly's Smash Burgers for the lunch. In other restaurant news in the area, before we get to the 3 and 5 game, St. Charles getting an insomnia cookies. I know you love that. You love that.
I do. Remember we had that in Kansas City after whatever that one place was, and
That bar across the street, and then you and Scott disappeared.
Oh, dude, that's because it's addictive. It's a drug. Cookies are a hell of a drug.
They deliver.
Well, St. Charles becoming a new home for insomnia cookies. It's going to be in the St. Charles downtown district. Company's 9th location in Missouri, 5th in the St. Louis area. They are hiring, by the way, if you're looking for a job. So, where's the downtown district?
Downtown district of St. Charles?
Yeah.
Not dumb.
It's down in Main Street, I assume.
Is that Main Street,
that's
or
the
is
new
that-
space, the district, isn't it?
No, the district is Chesterfield.
I'm talking about the new Main Street of St. Charles. You have the old town cobblestone, and then you have the new one where the Funny Bone is.
No, that's Streets of St.
That's
Charles.
Streets of St. Charles.
Oh, where the hell's the district?
I don't know. Where's the downtown district?
Yeah, I'm sure it's Main Street.
Is that Main Street?
Sure.
Also, I know we have a lot of people out there in Edwardsville who listen to us. Couple big restaurants out there closed.
Yeah?
Yeah, a place called Wang Gang.
Yeah, that's good. That's been open for a while, man. That sucks. That
Open in
place is
09.
awesome.
Gone. And I guess the guy who owns the place had two different
He did.
restaurants. Chappie's,
Yeah.
which is a hamburger joint,
Yeah.
Both closed down kind of Monday. That's it. Yesterday. Closed doors.
Bummer.
Man, I'll tell you what, dude.
You had a place called Uncle Monkey's, I think, for a while, or something like that. It was definitely a place for divorced dads. It was great. It was like all quarter pinball and old games, but there was a bar, great Cuban sandwich. A lot of weekend dads up there, giving the kids a roll of quarters and just taking a load off.
Oh, so the guy that owned that?
I think they had that for a while and then turned into Chappie's.
So Wang Gang was a casual Pan-Asian restaurant, opened in 2009. Chappie's, a hamburger restaurant, opened in 2022. Both locations, strip mall on Century Drive in Edwardsville. Both announced their closing. They closed yesterday on their websites.
It's a bummer. It's good.
I'm still thinking about cookies. And
There's a
St. Charles, if they're adding, if Main Street is adding an Insomnia Cookies, that is going to be the land of cookies because Grandma's Cookies is down there.
Yeah.
You know, the scoops.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, I wonder if, because it didn't say the location, just said downtown district.
It's a downtown
I
district.
wonder if it's going on the north side of Main Street where the other cookie company went out. Remember the local company, Bear? What the heck? Remember they had cookies and ice cream.
Baby Bear Bakery?
No.
No, something Bear.
Something Bear.
Why can't I think of this?
The ice cream sandwich place.
Yeah, right. Because that was for sale, and they were trying to get rid of the fridges and all that kind of stuff.
Well,
It's already set
Baked
up.
Bear.
Baked Bear, thank you. It was already set up for a place. I wonder if Insomnia is
Maybe.
just going to go in there.
Maybe.
There's another I just noticed, not necessarily known for its food, but they did serve food. A local staple of St. Louis, South City, that's boarded up. Made me a little sad. I drove past Bomber O'Brien's. I don't know when it happened, but that was like the South City Hooshe hang spot, baby. And
Bomber O'Brien's.
Bomber O'Brien's, right off Kings Highway there in Southtown. In Tower Grove, they had like a golf simulator inside, which seemed wildly out of place. And but they had like a bus that would go. They had like party buses that would take people down to blues games. You know, it was hopping. It was a late night. I mean, I'm assuming that's a lot of the reason our cars get hit on the street is people taking the long way home from Bomber O'Brien's at 3 o'clock in the morning. Drove past it yesterday, and all the windows are boarded up. The sidewalk's overgrown. It's done.
Yeah, closed.
No fanfare. Didn't hear anything about it. I thought maybe it was a week I was gone or something. You guys didn't report on it?
No, I didn't.
What happened to Bomber O'Brien? Somebody give me the skinny.
Somebody knows. All right, let's give away some stuff.
Brought to you by Friedrich HVAC Systems. Get serious about comfort and energy savings with Friedrich. Visit Friedrich.com.
See what happens when we're distracted by food?
Yes.
We forget what we're doing. All right, we got to play 3 and 5. We'll give away some prizes. So we got Green Day tickets. Green Day is at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater this Thursday, 2 days from today. Imagine Dragons, they're at the amphitheater Friday. Blue October, St. Louis Music Park, Friday. And Smashing Pumpkins next Wednesday at the amphitheater. All right, so 3 and 5. Moon's going to give you a category. You name 3 things in that category within 5 seconds. 2 out of 3 categories right, you win your choice of prizes. Obviously, stay in the category and no ums or ahs to start your answer.
I'm sick of the attacks. I'm sick of being attacked. Like, Moon doesn't like to give away tickets. Moon just hates everybody. Knock it off, man. I'm just trying to make sure that we hold the integrity of this game together, okay?
That's what
Sometimes
it's
we
all
get
about.
loosey-goosey. So what I'm going to ask of you
Integrity.
judges is to be ready.
I'm ready.
Ready on the Bings, ready on the DuckDuckGo, ready on the Googles to make sure that these answers are on the up.
Right.
Nothing but facts.
Judges.
Because I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to be accused of
Let's get to it. Let's just get to it.
hate.
Elijah, hello.
Hello.
All right, Elijah, you ready to play?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, here we go. 3 and 5.
Elijah, I hope you like animals. Name
fair
3.
enough.
Okay, name 3 types of fish.
Trout, bass, sunfish.
Great.
Trout, bass, and sunfish. Yes. Good to go. Next.
Name 3 different dog breeds, but not Labrador Retriever.
German Shepherd, Australian Shepherd, Bulldog.
Love it.
Woo! All right, hang on, Elijah. Winner. Let me see.
That
Bomber
is radio up,
O'Brien's.
too. I could hear you twice.
Bomber O'Brien's.
Oh, we're getting some info.
Oh, yeah, the owner was killed.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah, ran over by a guy who got into a fight at the bar.
Holy
I do remember
moly.
hearing the story.
When did that happen?
Yeah.
We'll dig into that later. Holy moly.
All right. Dane, hello.
Hello.
Hey, Dane. Let's play 3 and 5.
Hi.
Here we go.
Yep, doing this for all the grundles at the Humane Society.
Thank you so much, pal.
Hey, man, I went into a PetSmart and said, I want just cover me in grundles. And they kicked me out.
Damn it, you guys. I think a grundle would be a cute word for a big old vat of kittens.
Okay, man. Name 3 spices.
Jalapeno, habanero, and mild. Or, like, no, I'm thinking hot sauce.
You're thinking hot sauce, pal.
I mean, those are types of peppers.
We want like turmeric and
Right.
Yeah.
garlic
Sorry,
powder.
buddy.
That's not the right thing.
That's okay.
Next.
Name 3 herbs.
Cloves, thyme, and garlic.
There wasn't a...
Herbs is tough. Coming off spices, herbs is tough.
Yeah.
Herb Tarlick. 3 herbs.
Yeah.
My
Sorry,
dad's
buddy.
Herb Jones.
Sorry.
Hancock.
What is an herb anyway? Like, define an herb.
It's a leaf.
So,
It's not the flower,
has
it's the
to grow.
leaf.
So, like, parsley, herb.
Yeah.
Sage, parsley, thyme.
Lavender.
Does it have to be
Rosemary.
edible? Does it have to be edible to be an herb?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Or you can smoke it.
Yeah.
Who eats parsley?
I do. I grow parsley in my house. I eat it straight up.
Parsley.
What's the garnish no one eats?
Oh man, I don't know.
I don't know. Hey, Casey.
Hey, what's up?
All right, Casey, here we go.
Name 3 Olympic sports.
Swimming, water polo, and long jump.
Love it. Man, watch the Olympics.
Next. Let's roll on through.
Name 3 U.S. states that border an ocean.
Florida, California, Alaska.
Oh, you odd. You odd.
Goes at the end of Florida, not at the beginning.
Correct.
Okay. Next. Last one.
Crap. Name 3 breakfast cereals.
Raisin Bran, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Kicks.
Love it.
Kicks. Nice. Hang on. All right, let's go to Chris and Arnold. Hello, Chris.
Hello, good morning.
Hey, Chris.
Chris called.
All right, let's go.
Okay, name 3 types of flowers.
Iris, Lily, Daisy.
Yes.
Ooh,
Buzz
man.
Peter. Daisy coming in at the end.
Iris. What does an iris look like?
Not even a rose.
What does an
I'm
iris look
impressed.
like?
I think it's a white flower.
I don't know. All
Oh, it's a purple flower. My apologies.
Okay, well,
kind of looks like a orchid.
all names, too.
Next.
Name 3 reality TV show hosts.
Oh, I don't know
Killing
that
it.
one.
I would have accepted Brian
Murdered me on that one.
Brian Dunkelman. It's the only one that matters. All right, last one.
Name 3 different oceans of the world.
Atlantic, Pacific, Indian.
Yes. Hang on. All right, Grant. Let's play.
Hey, happy birthday, Riz.
Thanks, buddy. Here we go.
Name 3 green vegetables.
Green beans, broccoli, and snap peas.
Snap peas, yeah.
Please, yes.
I
Got
will
it.
accept.
Next.
Okay, name me 3 high school subjects.
Math, science, history.
Yes.
Okay. Good enough. One last contestant, Mike and Sullivan. Mike, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Mike. Here we go. Final contestant.
Name 3 video game consoles.
PS2, GameCube, Xbox.
Good. Next.
Name 3 boy bands.
Linkin Park, Backstreet Boys, and NSYNC.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to take it
I'd
because
definitely say yes.
they all are boys.
They were boys at the time.
That's not what defines a boy band.
Well, I mean, maybe in this guy's eyes, all the bands that have
I
all
mean-
men are boys.
I mean, that's
bands.
like calling a bird an airplane. Well, it flies.
I thought you wanted us to judge.
You're right.
Oh, Moon.
I wanted you to judge well.
All right.
And
That's
The
not what
judges
you
say
said.
give it to him,
Yeah.
so we're giving it to him.
Yeah.
All right. Congratulations, Mike.
he was going to get it on the next one, but I mean, come on.
And by the way, people are still complaining, not tough enough for a Tuesday. So people are
To be
just
fair,
never
this
happy.
To be fair, this one was built for
Are
yesterday.
you telling me that we can't please people?
Wait a minute. Are you saying that people are going to hate no matter what?
What?
All right. We'll take a break. We'll come back with some news. We all bagel fans here.
Yeah.
I love me a good
yeah.
bagel.
Oh yeah,
They say it's the worst kind of bread for you, too.
Why?
I don't know.
it's high in everything. It's not.
Yeah,
supposed to be high in.
it's, you know,
It's dense.
like on the hierarchy of bread, like what's the worst for you? Oh, wait, everything I love.
Oh, it sucks.
Everything I love is killing me. I'm like, I need a quick breakfast. You throw a bagel in a toaster,
Perfection.
and you're good.
Like a plain bagel, an everything bagel.
I'm more of a savory bagel guy.
I like them all.
I'm not a sweet bagel person. Like, your blueberries, your
Cinnamon.
cinnamon raisins. Give me a savory bagel anytime. I'm happy.
Okay.
Thomas is the English muffin people.
Love them too.
So they have a line of mini bagels, and this is just in time for back to school. Mini bagels from Thomas's. They have a new limited edition mashup with Fruit Loops. The sugary cereal.
Uh-huh.
So no, this is not the healthiest breakfast in the world, but from the nutrition label, they aren't terrible. So the Fruit Loops mini bagels just hit stores nationwide. They'll only be around for about 2 months, so don't get attached.
Okay.
Price for a pack of 10 pre-sliced mini Fruit Loops bagels, $5.50. Now, I bring it up because the reviews are in. The reviews are in. And pretty much they say it's reminiscent of eating a can of Lemon Pledge.
Ooh.
I get it. I'm not completely turned off, though. I don't know why.
And we all know what Lemon Pledge, I've never eaten Lemon Pledge, but I've smelled it.
Right.
And I could taste it.
I don't want to eat it.
I don't want to eat it. And I know what they're talking about. So I don't know. That's the review. Tastes like a can of Lemon Pledge.
That's on brand, though, because Fruit Loops have kind of a strange, delicious, pledge-like
They do.
Yeah.
smell taste. Like
All of those things
They
taste like
taste
plastic.
like it smells.
Now, Fruit Loops are the ones that every color is the same flavor, right?
Apparently so. Like Skittles.
So they say.
I think
yes.
so.
What do you mean? So they say it either is or it isn't.
They say it is, but I don't know. They taste different to me.
Just because you're seeing the color.
I don't know if that's true, though.
I think it's
Have they proven it?
Somebody look that up right now, because we need to have some closure here, folks. Are there different flavors
Yes.
in every Fruit Loops box?
Fruit Loops are all the same flavor despite their different colors. The cereal's flavor is a blend of fruits, and Loops are meant to taste like a fruit rather than individual fruits like lime, orange, and cherry. And they did a whole blind taste test found in 2013 that all Fruit Loops taste the same. And some people actually say that they taste like a mildly sweetened cardboard.
And you want to crash on grape nuts. At least they're not trying to hide themselves.
Yeah, grape nuts, they know who they are.
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
try to come in the back door with grape nuts on this.
Wait, honest.
Yeah, don't try to
Grape nuts are
backdoor
definitely all the
into
same flavor.
This is
Drywall.
honest, except for the fact
Gravel.
that it's not actually grape nuts.
Yeah,
By the
grape
way-
nuts doesn't have the drywall taste.
Did you kill all that almond milk that was community in there?
I really did it. I'm sorry.
No, that's all good. I'm glad. I wanted to make sure it was
Yeah,
you.
you were missing for a whole week. I had to
Right.
double up.
I love it.
I hate that this is an almond milk show. It's so.
No.
Oh, get over yourself.
Get over yourself.
Some people are lactose intolerant.
You
They
didn't
want
want
to
to be. You didn't want to be happy at Innsbruck because you thought it was too hoity-toity.
Yeah, and you don't want to love almond milk because you have some
Yeah,
weird
'cause it's a
fetish
little too
with
crunchy.
dairy
And let's
milk.
be fair, it was not almond milk. It was oat milk.
That's right.
Oh,
Hey,
even
buddy.
worse.
Even better, dude.
Even worse.
Squeeze these out.
Your news being sponsored by.
News is brought to you by Energy Stars Heating and Cooling, preferred partner of Ameren, Illinois, to make your home comfortable and affordable.
The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has made its mid-season update during a hurricane season. Update on what's going on with hurricane season. In a statement, they said NOAA's update to the hurricane season outlook is an important reminder that the peak of hurricane season is right around the corner when historically the most significant impacts from hurricanes and tropical storms tend to occur. Mid-season predictions haven't changed much from the original thoughts. The forecasters are expecting 17 to 24 named storms, 8 to 13 likely to be hurricanes, with 4 to 7 major hurricanes developing. We just had that one roll through. Right, really flooded the crap out of North Carolina.
Debbie?
Debbie
Hurricane
didn't play,
Debbie.
dude. We warned them.
Hurricane Debbie.
Got a lot of emails about this. We told you. If Chris got his friend Debbie, she don't play.
Yep, and she didn't play.
People didn't believe us.
She did not play.
Debbie came in hot.
2 tropical storms and 2 hurricanes have already occurred this year. Hurricane season lasts from June 1st until November 30th. All right, Vera Liddell. She is the former food service director for Harvey School District 152 near Chicago. This woman was involved in a pretty big scam. She stole 11,000 cases of chicken wings.
Wow.
Valued at $1.5 million.
Where are they from?
Well, she's up in Chicago.
Well, I'm saying where are the wings from?
They were meant to be for school.
Oh,
Just a vendor.
Cafeteria?
Yeah, from a vendor. Yeah, so cafeteria chicken wings.
Oh, man. I don't know.
So she was just sentenced to 9 years in prison. 9 years for stealing over $1.5 million worth of food, primarily chicken wings meant for hungry kids. Now, the scheme was I mean, she was bound to get caught. They're going to notice that much food missing.
Right.
But,
Hey, think of that. 9 years. So you're telling me over $1 million worth of wings is only worth about a year in prison. I mean,
9
I
years.
smell a future.
got a
crime.
guy thinking.
9 years in prison. That's a long time. You can't last 9 years in prison.
No.
But I don't need $11 million worth of it either. I'm just saying.
No, 1.5 million. So 11,000 cases, $1.5 million worth of food.
I thought you said 11 million.
No.
Food. I was like, dang, man.
And how much those wings cost?
Well, I don't know. That's a lot of food, man.
So during the height of the pandemic, when schools were closed and kids were learning remotely, the district up there provided meals for families to pick up. Vera took advantage of the situation by placing massive orders for food, including more than 11,000 cases of chicken wings, and using a district vehicle to transport the stolen stuff.
Wow.
And the scheme started to unravel when district officials are like, there's a pretty big budget overrun here in just one area, the food service department.
This gal saw a whole bunch of businesses taking advantage of that PPP stuff and was like, well, I'll just do it on a personal level.
Yeah, and then they wind up auditing the department, and they show up, a staggering amount of stolen food. So they're saying this case highlights the importance of, hey, there may need to be some oversight. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just can't let people do their thing.
We can't be trusted.
Some people cannot be trusted. Vera could not be trusted. So she will spend the next 9 years in jail.
On chicken charges.
On chicken charges.
What are you in for?
Chicken.
Ooh.
Wings and drummies.
Attention homeowners with Samsung electric stoves. There is an important safety recall.
Uh-oh.
Anybody have Samsung
I don't think so.
stoves?
Maybe we do.
I'll have to check.
According to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, Samsung is recalling knobs on certain slide-in electric ranges. The reason, the front-mounted knobs can be accidentally turned on by pets.
Oh, yeah.
I had a buddy's house burned down from this.
Oh, right, Mark?
Yeah. Cats.
That's right.
Awful.
Yeah, the recall comes after reports of hundreds of accidental activations, leading over to over 250 fires and at least 18 instances of extensive property damage.
Yeah, lost his house.
Sadly, 7 pets have also been linked to the
I was
incidents.
just going to say, lost his pets as well, man. The cats passed away.
So just check out if it's Samsung slide-in electric range, sold between 2013 and 2024. They said little kids could do it too, not just pets. They turn on very easily.
Sure.
In fact, small kids, people tend to bump into these things.
I do. My stove has them out, and I'm cleaning or reaching for something in a shelf above, and you're
You hear the gas go.
Yes. Scares me.
Dude, we have an electric, so it's a little less dangerous. But yeah, my wife must just accidentally bump these things a lot because just the other day I went by it and I'm always checking them, and one was on, and I turned it and I went in to talk to her. I go, hey, when I'm out of town, do I need to text you at night to make sure you turn the stove off?
I think the same thing sometimes.
I'm like,
scares you, right?
It's like, you're scaring me to death, dude. It does scare me. It's always
the kids
on low.
are cooking.
She's making tea or something.
The kids are cooking. You only hear that shh. Like, oh. You want to kill us?
That's frightening.
Costco wants to make sure your stepsister, your neighbors, your coworkers are not using your membership card. They are cracking down. So Costco will now require customers to scan membership cards as they enter the store rather than just, you flash them usually. We all been to Costco, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got a membership?
No, we're thinking about getting one, though. This was a conversation.
So usually when you walk in, there's somebody, quote unquote, checking. And they usually flash the card. Yeah, there it is. And then they don't look. Right, go right in. You are supposed to scan it at the register, but usually, fine.
Really?
A statement from Costco said over the coming months, membership scanning devices will be used at the entrance door of your local warehouse. Once deployed, prior to entering, all members must scan their physical or digital membership card by placing the barcode or QR code against the scanner. And they said if you are caught, you will be killed.
What? Oh.
So they're very serious about that.
You have a Costco membership, right? Somebody.
I mean, well, my wife does.
Yeah. What? Tim is like, should we get one? You got kids though. We don't need to stockpile.
We go
stuff.
once a month. Once a month.
Yeah.
Boy, if you saw the deals they had on cat food, you'd change your mind.
Really? Well, there's these pillows there that he really wants.
We bought our patio set from there.
Right.
Great deal. Great deal.
Go in on a guest pass.
But remember, you cannot share cards or else they will kill you.
Right.
This happened last week, and I don't know. I didn't really see it many places, so it maybe flew under the radar for you guys. But Chichi Rodriguez died.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
Chichi Rodriguez. Do you remember him, Moon?
I remember the name.
The Guns, baby. He would if you made a putt, pretend to put his sword away.
like a sword away. He was a real character.
He was.
He passed away last week. It was 88. If you're a golf fan, you know the name. The guy was more than just golf. He was one of these guys fun to watch. Stuff like putting his hat over the hole to trap a birdie, or the sword fighting routine after sinking a big putt.
Oh yeah, here's a picture of him doing that.
Yeah, that was his thing. So R.I.P. Chichi Rodriguez.
Turning to sports. Winner of this week's Gulf Coast Golf Classic was Chai Rodriguez. Chai finished with a 9 under par score.
Chichi Rodriguez.
Hopefully, Mr. Rodriguez will play up.
Wasn't
WKRP in Cincinnati.
John Leguizamo's character in Tu Wong Fu, wasn't her name Chichi Rodriguez?
Well, Polo, our good buddy, our good
Grundle
Mexican friend, he says that Chichi is slang for boob.
Oh, thank you for that.
Oh, Booby Rodriguez.
Booby Rodriguez, yes. And a little more controversy in the chess world. Did you see this Russian chess champion accused of trying to poison her rival?
Wow, dude, are they the most brutal athletes?
Russians love poisoning people, dude.
I just mean
love it.
I just mean chess
And
players.
chess players.
Chess players with the beads and all the all the cheating.
Dude, this is on video.
Whoa.
This is on video. So, and this is sick what this woman did. So, this Russian chess champion tried to poison her rival during a tournament. So, the surveillance video shows this one woman, her name is Amina. She's 40 years old. She snuck into the tournament room where the chess boards were all set up, and she contaminated her opponent's chessboard with mercury.
Whoa.
How does one do that and not have it be visible?
When Mercury, I don't know.
I mean, can't you see it?
And the target got sick during the match. And that's prompted an investigation. Like, let's check surveillance, see what happened here.
Wow.
And this woman wound up confessing to the crime. She says she used a broken thermometer.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. How do people think that that's going to go their way?
I don't know. But the opponent did get sick during the tournament. You're right, Rafe. Russians love poisoning.
They do. Ever since Rasputin, they're just like, we're going to keep this going.
This is our thing.
We love it. They will not give up the poison.
Yeah.
But these chess players, man, like it's always something. Always something.
Yeah. Whether it be the butt beads. What's going on?
Yeah. Taking it too serious.
Poison people for. You can't just put some Benoit balls up there and use Morse code like
come
everybody else.
No. We need to try to really kill
That's how I
boy.
win down at the barber shop.
Yeah. All right, here's sports. All right, Moon, what do we got?
Sports brought to you by Jack and Coke, the popular cocktail now available in a ready-to-drink can. St. Louis City SC advanced to the League's Cup round of 16 with a 3-1 win over Portland Timbers at City Park on Friday night. The teams played to a scoreless first half, but City SC took the lead with a goal from Cedric Teuchert in the opening minutes of the second half. Portland Timbers would later tie the match in the 54th, and then in the 83rd, Marcel Hartel.
This was Friday?
This was, this was last Friday night. So they will move on and play on the road. They'll face Club America tonight.
Okay.
The Reds produced all their runs in a 6-1 smashing of the Cardinals in 3 swings. All were home runs. The Cardinals' 7th loss in their past 11th game. 11 games puts them in jeopardy of being caught in the win column this week by the 4th-place Reds. All 3 of Cincinnati's homers came against the former Red and current Cardinals starter, Sonny Gray. They go again today, 5:40 in Cincinnati. Okay, got some audio on this one. Boston Red Sox have suspended all-star outfielder Jarren Duran for 2 games following an incident during Sunday's game against the Astros. During the bottom of the 6th inning at Fenway Park, Duran was caught on the broadcast, using an anti-gay slur in response to a heckling fan. The fan.
So what's the fan yelling?
The fan was heard shouting, tennis racket, you need a tennis racket," to which Duran responded with a quite offensive remark. Red Sox organization has announced that Duran's salary from the 2 suspended games will be donated to PFLAG, an organization supporting LGBTQ plus individuals and their families. So
that's good.
He came out.
So this is a home game.
Right.
This is a home game.
So a Boston Red Sox fan is heckling a Red Sox player.
Yeah.
Tennis racket, you need a tennis racket.
All right, here's what it sounded like.
Now, that's like par for Boston. They're screaming at each other on the streets.
Right,
It's
that's
just it's a
normal
yelly.
occurrence.
It's a yelly.
That means
place.
I love you.
Yeah, it's a yelly place. Now, he has since issued an apology saying, "I deeply regret my words and actions. I apologize to the entire Red Sox organization, but more importantly to the LGBTQ community. I understand the impact of my words, and I know I fell short of the responsibility I have as a role model. I will take this opportunity to educate myself, my teammates, and grow as a person."
Yeah, I hope he does.
I mean, that sounds like a boilerplate. That is boilerplate mea culpa. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
But you really got to learn how to handle
your anger?
in
Yeah.
situations like this. You young kid.
Well, if you're playing in Boston, you have to handle Boston. I mean, like,
Right.
know where you're at.
Where is
Boston
he
or
from?
Philly?
Do you know where his original home is?
No.
He's 20. Listen, the season's
His
more than
name's-
halfway over.
His name's Jarren Duran.
He's an all-star.
I'm gonna assume.
Well, hopefully he
young-
puts the
he's
work
a young
in.
kid.
He can apologize, and if he means that, put some action behind those
That
words.
sounds like a real Texas name. You know what I'm saying?
Jarren Duran.
The Georgia Bulldogs are starting the season strong, landing the top spot in the AP preseason college football poll. Well, what's so funny?
Just sounds like a knight's name in Game of Thrones to me.
Jarren Duran.
Sir
Call forth Sir Jarren Duran.
Get the horns out.
He will protect the Queen of Dragons.
From the land of Texas. Georgia snagged 46 out of 62 first-place votes, showing they're the team to beat. Coming in second are the Ohio State Buckeyes with Oregon, Texas, and Alabama, sir, Rounding out the top 5, the rest of the top 10 include Ole Miss, Notre Dame, Penn State, Michigan, and Florida State. Mizzou, number 11th on the preseason poll.
I'm telling you, man.
That's a big deal.
They are big things are expected of Mizzou this season.
Big things better happen. I'm Moon and that's your sports because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
Hey,
Donnie Fandango is next. Lern moves over to Keishi.
Yes.
Rafe and I heading over to the Numbers 2 show.
Yes, to the studios.
In a couple minutes.
Studio.
Make sure you check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. Moon, today's podcast is titled
MacGyver's Urinal Glove.
Ah, yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, Moon, what else you got?
The Teenage Dirtbags and Alabama Dirtbags. We're doing an alternative set and a 90s country set at Ballwind Days. It's a free show. The stage is going to be up on top of the park, I believe, this year. But that's going Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We will kick off the concert series there at Ballwind Days from 7 to 10 on Friday. Don't miss it. It is so much fun. They got fireworks. They got things for the kids, things for adults. They got rides. They got booths and food. And it's just fun, man. Ballwind Days is a good time. That is happening Friday, 7 p.m. See you there.
All right.
And by the way, we will have a whole bunch of merch, including some old classic stuff that people have been asking for years that we were not able to get in, and now we have it.
All right. Ballwind Days with the Dirtbags. Lern.
Yes, I will be in Maplewood with my band Les Narrows this Saturday, 4 to 8 p.m. at the Bottle Works for Schlafly Party in the parking lot. We will also have merch for sale, and we got some free koozies in, so we'll be throwing those out from the stage.
What time?
Come on out, 4 to 8 p.m.
All right. Rafe.
Tune into the Number 2 show in 15 minutes. Follow me on the socials at I Am Rafe Williams. And this Wednesday at Helium Comedy Club, the Pride of Kirkwood, Sarah Perry's coming to do a one-nighter, and I think I'm going to do some time on that show.
Cool.
So get you some tickies to Helium Comedy Club tomorrow. Well, wait, no, it's not tomorrow. It is tomorrow, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Right? Tomorrow.
All right. Hey, don't forget we announced Ratio Night at the Blues game, January the 16th. Tickets go on sale officially August 20th.